Hello. Good morning. Oh, well, good morning for me. Actually, it's not. It's after lunchtime for me. I've had a big morning. This morning, I had to take 3 cats and 1 dog to the vet all at once. So that was an interesting thing to do. And I had the air conditioner man come to the house to give the air conditioner a service. So that was good. And then I ate some lunch. And now I've got coffee in my favourite coffee mug, the Roasting House, my favourite coffee house. And I've got Tim Tams. So I'm all set.
Now,
Hey, Sonny.
do Tim Tams come in like different flavors and all that, or are they
They
all the same?
do, but these are the originals. These are just the original chocolate Tim Tams. It's kind of like have you ever seen a Tim Tam? Have you ever had one?
No, I've never had one. I've never had
Hang
one.
on. Okay. It's
Okay.
chocolate coated, like milk chocolate, like proper milk chocolate coated. Little soft biscuits or cookies, and in the middle there's a middle layer of chocolate.
Oh, okay.
Very nice. So I thought I'll do it. Hey, Dawn. Hey, thank you. Oh, hello. I was going to say Heather. Sorry, Heather. It was a mouthful of words all wanting to come out at once. Oh, gosh. Hey, Joe. Thank you. Mike B. Oh, gosh. And Sunny, and I'm choking on a Tim Tam.
Okay, well, take a drink of coffee for a second, and I can welcome everybody. Hello, Blue Sky.
Yeah, you can say hello. Happy birthday, Blue Sky. Us Capricorns got to stick together. Bro, yes, a mouthful of Tim Tam. Oh, I'd love that, Heather. Did I send you a link? Oh my gosh, hang on. And Sunny, I could have swore I sent you a link, but maybe I didn't. Hang on.
I just sent him one.
Oh, thank you. I'm just looking for you, Heather. There she is. And paste. And send. There we go. And I think I saw Cassie here too somewhere. Hello, Cassie. Oh, she can't stay. I'll try. So who have I missed? Mike B. We've got to have pizza one day, Mike B. When I was in it's already this year. The year before, it sounds like I'm a real traveller. The year
all
before,
the way to last year, yeah.
Yeah, all the way to last year. September of 22. When I was there, I took Mike B to the Red Dog and shouted him a pizza. So I promised him that I'll shout him another pizza if he ever gets to Virginia City again. So why not? So lovely boy, Mike B is lovely boy. He's a good boy. He looks after his mum and dad. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Yeah. And Betty, hello, Betty. And Joe, he's a good boy too. Heather's a good girl. Dawn Marie's a very good girl. Who else have I got to compliment today? Crow of Judas, well, he's sometimes a naughty boy, but he's generally just funny. Sonny, I think, I don't know. Enzo, is Sonny a good boy or a naughty boy?
Depends on what scale we're using. Generally a good man, though.
He generally is a good boy. And, he's getting the heater turned on, he says.
Yeah.
Hello, Drew. Hello, Drew. Oh, Drew's on a lunch break because it's daytime here, see. Yeah, sorry, Enzo.
Candy 7 says yesterday was their birthday, so happy birthday to you.
That's really weird. There was someone else who had their birthday. Lisa Grayson, another friend of mine. She had her birthday, so there's a whole heap of very talented people that have their birthday. Elvis Presley was born on the 8th, wasn't he?
Oh,
8th? I think so. 8th I think so. Happy birthday. Oh, Dantex, hello. So yeah, so I'm not going to stay on forever today, guys, because I'm going tomorrow. I'm leaving to drive down to see my son. I'm actually taking my daughter Gabby to visit a friend of hers down in Melbourne, down Melbourne way. So we're having a road trip, my daughter and I. So we're leaving here. It's a 13-hour trip to my son in Canberra, but I think last time I tried to do that, I was just way too tired. So I'm going to cut it in half and stay somewhere for the night, even if it's just in the car, because the car's big enough. So just my daughter and I on a little road trip. David Bowie as well. See? Geniuses. All geniuses born around this time.
There.
When were you born, Enzo? You're a bit of a genius.
November 2nd.
Oh.
I don't know of anybody famous that was on my birthday.
No, we should Google it. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. So tomorrow morning I'll get up. I'll throw a few things in the car. I always travel light. I always come home heavy in all directions from either eating food or buying stuff. But this trip I don't need to buy anything. I'm just taking my daughter so she can meet some of her friends new friends that she's made. And then, so stop in to see my son and my grandbaby. And then down to, I am going to do a ghost hunt on next week. I was going to do it tomorrow night, but I had to delay the trip. So I was going to actually do it. But next, at the Beechworth Asylum, or it's called Mayfair Hills Asylum in Beechworth. I'm going there next week. Hey, Julia. Foxfire, hello. So that's what I'm doing, and then I'll head home next weekend. But I'll still do a Saturday morning live stream from Canberra, where I'm staying with my son. I'll be using my laptop though. That'll be interesting. It's either that, or if I'm driving, might even do a live stream while I'm driving in, and everyone can see the scenery. They can look at either your pretty face or the scenery.
You'll have to be careful, or at least let me know what that scenery is, so that way I can make up whatever it is if you lose signal.
Oh, well, I could be heading to Middle Earth again. You never know.
That's right.
I don't know if you all saw that, but I did put it. I did clip it into a little episode when I was at the Washoe. Most of you have probably seen it, but when I was at the Washoe Club, the idea was that I had the laptop set up so that Enzo could be there. You guys could see the Washoe Club, like the room where I was, and keep an eye on things while I was upstairs looking around. But the data signal didn't hold. But I thought I'd lose Enzo as well. I imagined that it would just cut the feed, but it didn't. So Enzo was left there. Hello.
Just me.
It was just Enzo. So he was like, oh, okay. So he made up this really big story about me going
started
down
the tap dance. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was really funny. So if you want to have a good giggle, go find that. I can't remember what I called it. It's a Washoe Club one. Here's Heather.
Hello.
Heather.
Oh, Werner.
Oh, Werner. Oh, what's Werner done? Hello, Cobalt. Hello.
Oh, hello. I've only just had a shower.
Yeah, I was just going to say you looked refreshed. Is it hot over there, or lots of...
It is warm over there, but I only had a shower to get a clean nightie on.
It's daytime.
Yes, I know. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll tell you what happened last night. Hello, chat, everyone. Last night I hosted a staff meeting barbecue at my place.
Oh,
and I started at 9 o'clock, and I didn't finish literally until they all arrived at 5. And then we had the staff meeting, and then we ate. So I had a whole stack of dishes in the sink. I thought, I'm not dealing with those tonight. And not too many. It was just like the trays and the plates and bowls and things and cutlery. Were all plastic, but I had cutlery and I had antiques. And so I got up this morning about 7, and I didn't deal with the dishes until about 12. Fortunately, it didn't take me long. It was just more of a mess spread out than anything. And then I had a shower. Now I'm in my nightie. I'm back at work tomorrow. I've had a nice long break, and I'm back at work tomorrow.
Oh, you just have, some days you just have to have lazy days where you just sit around in your nightie all day. What about you, Enzo? Do you sit around in your nightie all day?
I've been doing it since I retired in 2009. So,
good on you. I hope you've got a nice selection of nighties.
Yes, they all they all look like this. It's
yes.
I had to find the most colorful one for the last time I was on, which was apparently too drab. So.
Yeah, so it was a very nice dinner shirt. I felt a very nice shirt to wear to dinner. Very
if this was high definition, you could probably see bits of old dinner on it from.
Hey, Princess Terry. There's quite a few people in the chat, Heather, that have got birthdays around this time as well. Candy and
my birthday on Friday.
What?
My birthday on Friday.
This week?
Hey.
Yes, the 12th.
Happy birthday early.
Happy birthday to me. Many happy
returns. I told you all genius people are born in January.
I wouldn't say genius. I'm going to be another year older, but not necessarily friggin' wiser. That's for sure.
Yeah. I know.
It's when you stop getting older that's the problem. Getting older is fine.
I'm just going to stop getting older now. I'm just going to stick to 60 and pretend I'm not 61. I've hit pause now, so I'm 60. Technically, I'm 61, but I'm just going to pretend I'm just 60. But when I'm 80, I'm just 60.
Well, I was 27 for 14 years, so you're in good company.
Oh gosh.
I don't know how the hell I got away with that, but never mind, I did.
Oh yeah, it is a bit of a birthday celebration. If I had known that, I would have got a party hat. I've just got on my little pretend crown.
Well, here, I may have something for you then. Here's my generic Enzo happy birthday for everybody in the chat, everybody this week, to Heather, to Karen, happy birthday.
Oh, look at that, Heather.
Oh, that's true. Happy birthday, everyone. I feel like I'm...
Sing along.
I don't know the words of this tune.
Happy birthday, everyone.
Happy birthday to Karen and Heather and Candy and anyone else in the chat I may have missed.
Yeah, that's really cute. Hey, Julia, I'm thinking of you and your little boy. I was at the vet today with my dog, not for reasons, but I tell you what, the vets, they wound you. They wound you with the bill when you leave. And they want another $500 for me to take her back so they can knock her out to see what's wrong with her eye. I went, I'm like, okay, let me work on it. For the meantime, I'm just looking after her eye and washing it and putting some drops in it. And geez. But you've got to look after them, don't you? I guess, because we're who they rely on. But Julia's puppy that she loves is 14, isn't he, Julie? And he's unwell, and she has to make a decision, which is breaking her little heart. But we've all been there. It sucks. But it's a birthday day, so we'll try to stay happy. Hi, Sylvain. So there you go. That's kind of me. I'm just I've just done a lot today and feel like doing absolutely nothing this afternoon, but I've got to cook up some meals and things for my daughter because she wants me to.
Anything special? Any special meal or event or anything for your birthday? Karen or Heather or Candy or anyone else that's having their birthday?
What about you, Heather? Nothing for me.
I'm thinking of I'm working on my birthday, but I'm thinking of going out for dinner at a local pub that has reintroduced the salad bar.
Ooh.
We miss salad bars in this. I don't know what it was. I know what it's like in America sometimes. You get a whole heap of food brought to you, but we pay a phenomenal amount for just a small portion, and everything you eat, you have to purchase as extra. But a lot of bars, a lot of pubs used to have what's known as a salad bar. You get them in Queensland, the salad and veg bar.
Used to have them. Yeah. No, I haven't been out.
Yeah, go
or
up, help yourself to salad and veg, and have it with
Yeah.
your main meal. But that horrible incident that happened that ruined everything for everyone,
they cut it
killed
out.
the salad bar. And now some are starting to bring them back. Not very many, but some are starting to bring
Really?
them
After
back.
all this time? That was a couple of years ago that thing happened. They should.
Oh, well, it's funny though, here in Australia, I don't know what happens when you go to the hairdresser, Heather, but look, I don't go to the hairdresser very much. If I go, which I did last week, it's just to have a little bit of a trim.
I couldn't tell.
Oh, well, I only went last week for a trim, all right? I don't pay out money to the hairdressers. I can't afford it. But I went there for a trim, and they asked me if I wanted a cup of coffee. And I went, crikey. I said, it's been ages since I've been out, because that all got cut out. When you went to the hairdressers, they wouldn't even make you a cup of coffee or a cup of tea anymore because of the, crap. So there you go. So that was good to see. So yeah, slowly people are getting back to what it used to be. I mean, at the end of the day, wash your hands, guys. Wash your hands.
And turns out Cobalt Dragon has a birthday tomorrow too.
Oh, that's the other person I was thinking of. Yes. Yeah, I'm still beating you by a year. Still beating you. Except I'm not. I'll be 60 as well. I'm 60 as well.
Right.
Forever.
Stopping at 60? Just holding at 60.
I'm just stopping at 60. But I know my body won't. But I think my brain stopped at about 30, I want to say, 32 maybe. That's when my brain stopped. And just I'm 32 here. I don't know if anybody else.
Probably about 14. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Does it work the same way for men? It'd be interesting to know if any, like for you, Enzo, and anybody in the chat or the ladies in the chat, when you're not looking in a mirror, you think a certain way and picture yourself in your head a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get up or walk past a mirror and catch a glance of yourself, you're like, oh, shit, that's right. I got old.
Right. It's usually like whenever like you were in high school or college, when you were in like your best physical shape, it's like, oh, I still look like that today. And then those lying mirrors always give everything away.
Those mirrors do lie. I reckon. Hey, Anthony. Thank you for the birthday wish. Yeah, so I just thought I'd pop on today because, why not? And just
why not indeed?
Why not indeed? And I haven't got any. I don't think I've got any news of interest. I'm working still on my episodes. They're taking so long, and it's not that the episode's taking so long, it's the research for the episode. So when I get in and I think, oh yeah, that'll do, yep, I can see how that all falls into place. I'll find another article or another something and go, oh, then I've got to go back over what I've already done and change things or add to it. Generally add to it. It's kind of like detective work doing the research. So I keep getting like distracted. So I'm working on Julia Bulett, the Mackie Mansion still. That's taking a while. That'll take a while. And the Donovan Mill and Piper's Opera House. So I've got 4 on the go. I should just stop and concentrate. But I think I've explained it before. It's actually they're kind of so I'll get in to do something and something will pop up about what I'm not looking for. So if I'm looking for the Mackie, something will pop up about Pipers and I'll go, oh. So I move from the Mackie over to the Pipers and open that file up and add that in. And then it's kind of like that. It's funny how it's all connected. But I'm enjoying it. It.
By the time you get that last one out, you'll be ready to come back to the US to film some more.
Yeah, I know. I know. And I'm well, obviously because I will be at Piper's for that event, I will take advantage of being there and see if anything happens. But my luck. The only thing that's going to happen there is a good time.
Well, that's what we're all here for, is a good time, not a long time.
That's right. But I am getting a bit excited about it. It's going to be nice. I think it's going to be just fun. Like it's just going to be a bunch of people just giggling and carrying on and having fun. not just that, but Oh, and when I was in Virginia City last time, there was a lovely lady there who runs a little bakery in Virginia City, and she made brownies shaped like Bigfoot. And I purchased one because she had a little store, and I purchased one of them, and I thought, oh my God. So in the end, I went back and I want to say I brought about 10 or more, and I gave everybody a Bigfoot Theo, and I went back and got more again because they were really, really delicious. And she actually contacted me and said she'd make some that I can put in the goodie bag for everybody.
Oh.
So everybody will get a big foot. She said she had goat shapes too. So it's
okay,
a
was
big
it like an actual foot, or was it like the patty pose where she's walking?
The patty pose. Yeah. So you felt guilty biting its head off. But I thought, oh, that's wonderful. So we'll see how it goes. And I'm gonna pop some things in there.
Do they have Bigfoot sightings in Virginia City?
I don't know. Maybe.
Guess we'll find out. I guess I'll find out this summer.
Can you see that? The Vegemite?
Oh boy.
Good on you.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna send those over to Mandy in the the roasting house. I'm sending them over to Mandy with some Tim Tams, and so she can test them out on the guinea pig locals. They can all have some Vegemite toast.
You need to videotape it so you can post it on Facebook and get America's reaction to Vegemite and Tim Tams.
Oh, I should actually. I should ask her to do that. Oh, she'll probably just do that for me. Maybe Robert or herself can film themselves trying it out.
I hope they like it, because they may not invite us there to do our thing. They don't like it.
No, but I'm going
no Australians allowed.
I'm going to get some more of the Vegemite things. I thought you can buy individual packaged Tim Tams and things like that. So I thought I might pop them in the goodies bag as well. The goodie bag's just going to be full of goodies. Just goodies. I'm going to put Tim Tams, Vegemite, Cadbury chocolate. I might get the Furry Friends, Heather. Remember Furry Friends, the little Cadbury chocolates? They were just tiny little ones, and they were called Furry Friends.
Do we still have them?
Yeah, you can still get them in the supermarket.
Okay.
But literally it's just Cadbury's chocolate, but it's in a tiny little bar, and it's the wrapper will have like a kangaroo, a koala, a wombat, things.
Oh, yeah, and some Smith, get those little mini packets of Smith's chips, in the bundles of 20.
That's a good idea.
Yes,
I've got to fit this all in a suitcase, but I'm going over with this empty suitcase. So if I pack everything, did you just roll your eyes at me, Enzo? I thought I caught him rolling his eyes. I'm just going to go over with an empty suitcase, but not empty, I mean full of stuff to take there for the thing. So as I'm going over the next few months, if I spy anything cute or classically Australian or something like that, I'll get some for the goodie bag. And then when I get there, I've got to go to Walmart because they've got pretty coloured bags there. So I'll get some pretty coloured bags for the gift bags. I'm going to have fun. I'm just having fun thinking about it. That'll be my way of giving everybody a little gift and a little piece of Australia.
Yeah, how wonderful. What a lovely idea. And how many of those are you making up? How many people? Do you know how many people are coming?
60 VIPs is what I've aimed for, which if that happens, then good. It pays for everything because it's not cheap. Everything's
no, I imagine
it's but if the tickets sell, then that will cover everything. So that should do the trick. And I'm selling tickets to just some general ones for the Saturday morning, so that local people, it's mainly for the locals, can come along and just sit and listen to the little talks in the morning. But the VIP tickets, they're the ones that they come for dinner and they hang out with the guests, and there's a panel. There'll be more talks than what's on in the Saturday morning. But train rides, tours. So Actually, Dustin Parry, he contacted me and said, "Oh, hey, I really want to go on the train ride." So he's actually going to stay an extra day because he wants to go on the train ride, but he doesn't want to rush home. So I thought, oh, well, that's good. So yeah. Hey, Julie, in regards to staying somewhere in Virginia City, I could be wrong, but from experience, Silver Queen, also because the Silver Queen is right behind the Opera House. So you literally walk out the front of the Opera House and the Silver Queen is opposite it, right? Well, actually, the vacant lot is completely opposite the thing, but it's right there. So it's literally one, couple of steps and you're at the Silver Queen, and it's one of the cheaper hotels. There's other hotels, tons of other hotels, but Silver Queen is like just there. So if you're not well or you can't walk too far or anything like that, that would be a good place to get. And try and get a room on the bottom floor.
Nice. Yeah. So are you going to have a gala dinner or a ball on the Saturday night?
No. No, God.
No ball, no
ball, but dinner. So because I went to one, I've been to a few where they have dinner the first night, but not the second night. And I thought, no, keep it. I'll do dinner both nights. So then people go get their lunch and their brekkie in town, but then that way we're all together. So it's like a. So the first night everyone will get there, we'll meet and greet everybody and mingle and have dinner, etc., etc. The bar will be open. Piper's Opera House bar will stay open, and just basically have some fun. And then the Saturday will be chock-a-block full of activities. And Sunday,
it is an Old West motif, so it's going to be a lot of whiskey drinking at the saloon and the possible barroom brawl. That could break out at any time. Maybe against other paranormal investigators. You never can tell. Those folks are a little touchy. So.
Gosh. Hey, Holly, where are you? Oh, hi, Holly. Holly, Enzo, was I flirting with you?
When?
I was not. Holly asked me the other day, "Oh, are you flirting with Enzo?" I said, "I'm not flirting with Enzo."
I don't think so.
Here's Sonny. Hey, Sonny.
Happy birthday, Karen.
Thank you, Sonny. Enzo, was I flirting with you?
I don't think you were, but self-admittedly, I'm fairly dense when it comes to picking up on those things. So
I thought it was been. He's fairly good looking, so it's okay.
Well, there's that.
Yeah, there's always that.
But I'm fairly dense when it comes to people with women hitting on me. I just don't see it half the time.
Dorney Doll. Oh my God! Hang on, what have I missed, Dorney? Oh, hello, Yarn Doll. Hello. I actually caught one of your lives the other day for about 5 minutes. So apologies.
Sonny, do you think this is weird? There's Heather's birthday is this week. There's at least 3 other people in the chat that their birthday is like either today or within the next couple of days. That's pretty wild.
Yeah,
and Elvis's really birthday is today. You guys are right on that.
Oh, it was yesterday. And it seems weird.
35.
January doesn't seem like a month you'd have a birthday. Probably because it's so close to Christmas.
This is what Holly said. Can you see that, Enzo? Didn't you invite yourself back to his hotel room at one point? I don't think so. I might have said a party in Enzo's room, but not for me.
That's always possible.
I just said, if there's anyone's going to party, it'll be in Enzo's room. I think that's what I said, Holly. Holly is an old friend. She's not old, but she's an old friend. I've known her for, 20-something years. I knew her when she was learning to be a school teacher, and now she is a school teacher and a mummy as well. So there you go. Life flies away, doesn't it? It does. What are you up to, Sonny? I don't hear any music or singing.
Oh, no. I won't play music on here. We'll get in trouble. I'm just hanging out. I just came out here and
with his music. It's
fired up the heater. And it's really cold. Well, for me it is.
Oh, that's all right. Hang on, what's Candy say? I used to not know anyone with a birthday around mine. Now I know a bunch of people. So cool. I love it. It's true.
That's it.
Yeah,
All right
I'm
here.
surprised. This is so awesome. So it's kind of like a birthday hangout for everybody then, isn't it?
I know, this is great.
Celebrate our birthday because Heather's birthday's on Friday. When's your birthday, Sonny?
September 2nd, when it's hot.
2nd of September, 2nd of November for Enzo. There you go. Check it. Oh, thank you, Dawn. Dawn says she's happy to be at one of the lives. Thank you. Born January. Now, hang on. Born January, busy April. Happy Easter. Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
in Australia, that's winter, roughly, isn't it? April. Oh, no, hang on. February, March, April. Oh, when's our winter, Heather?
Spring. That's spring. June, July, August, September, October, November is spring. Summer is December, January, February. March, April, May is autumn.
Autumn.
June,
Yeah,
July,
autumn.
August is winter.
Blue chicken. Hello, blue chicken. Thank you.
Chicken.
What a
I
name,
like
Blue
that.
Chicken. That's
Blue
cute.
Seen
chicken.
blue chicken in a long
Oh,
time.
there's a blue chicken as the avatar. Oh,
Yeah, isn't that cute?
Actually, from here it looks like a little budgie, but I'm as blind as a bat.
Actually, it does look like a little baby. Yeah. Cobalt Dragon says she's got 2 more hours at 59. Oh, there you go. Don't worry. Just stay at 59 if you want.
Take the batteries out of that clock. We're not counting.
Sonny had a good idea the other day. Has he run it past you yet, Enzo, the darts game? Has he talked to you about darts?
Oh, the dart, yeah.
Yep.
You did mention that.
Yeah. I think that'll be fun.
Yeah, so I've got a dartboard. Have you got a dartboard, Heather?
No, I don't have a dartboard.
Oh, well, you're no
Oh,
fun.
look, I'm dangerous
Back
with
there.
dartboards and darts.
Oh,
Where does
Sonny's
my
ready to
side
go.
look
Look at that.
hurt?
Yeah, good stuff. I even took Mark's cars down.
Yeah, Sonny's got a dartboard. I've got a dartboard. Have you got a dartboard, Enzo?
I do not, but I can get one.
Oh, well, you could get one. But yeah, Sonny came up with the idea the other day and said that we should play a game of darts. What did you call the game? 300?
301. Just a simple.
301.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
I guess
okay.
the first person to reach 301, I guess.
Yeah. As long as you got a dartboard, you could play.
Stella! Hello, Stella. It's Karen. Stella's just cute and little, so it's Holly's daughter. So, hello, Stella.
Hello.
Hi, Stella.
Yeah, hey, everyone said hello to you, Stella. She was a cutie. Oh, thank you for the birthday wish, Dawn. But yeah, Sonny said let's play darts and live stream the dart, like do a live like this, but we're playing darts. Is that right, Sonny?
Yep. We might do a trial run first and do a hangout, not live.
Oh yeah, just in
We'll have
case.
to get it figured out, and then we'll do it live.
Yeah,
I don't know if I
Because
have
I'd
enough
have
room
to-
in here to put a dartboard.
No, yeah.
It's only
This is actually my spare bedroom. Well, this is, but
don't miss.
yeah, this is.
Oh, well, you could put one there, but then we'd only see the back of you when you're throwing your dart. But that's okay. Actually, that's not a bad idea, just from the back.
Yep.
And then when you have to have your shot, you walk around and go plunk, and then you come back to the desk. Or we could just have an episode where we don't play darts and we spin the bottle or something and take shots.
Spin the bottle. Wait a minute. She is flirting with us.
That's what StreamYard needs to make right here is one of those little spinner things. Yeah. You just click a button and spin it.
Truth or dare, we'll just take a shot. Yeah, truth or dare. It's either truth or dare or you take a shot. So if you don't want to be dared and you don't want to tell the truth, you've got to take a shot. Oh, gosh, that could end up messy, couldn't it, Heather?
Oh, yes, that would end up terribly messy because I would take shot every time.
Do you know what I tried for the first time? I think I told you when I was in Virginia City last time. I've never had a Jello shot, never. And they had them on the bar, and there was orange, green, and red Jello shots in little cups, and they all looked so cute. And I was super thirsty, so I got one of each color, and then I think I had about 5. Blunk, 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 blunk. And I can't remember, yes, and I can't remember who was with me. And they said, Karen. And I said, what? And they said, that's like, you'll get drunk. And I'm like, I didn't. I remember being happy, but no, I must have been, I think I was all right.
So you like the Jello shots then?
Oh, yum. They were nice because, see, I like jelly. So it was kind of like, one of them, the green one, I can't remember. I think they had different alcohols in them. I'm not sure, but the green one was like, whoa, really felt strong. But it was nice.
We got one.
Andy is correct. You're a trooper if you did 5.
Me and Enzo, we share one, Enzo, the sus. Every time someone says sus on YouTube, we take a drink. That came from Big Willie. Yep. Sus.
Oh, where is Big Willie?
He will be with me and Enzo on Wednesday.
Ooh.
Our Wednesday.
Your Wednesday.
Your Thursday.
My Thursday.
46 hours from now.
There you go.
Oh, well, I'll probably be driving then, so I'll make sure that I put my phone on and turn it around so I can listen to you while I'm driving. I think that's right, because you'd be on about this time. About this time, do you reckon?
Yeah. About
an hour before this. Yep.
Yeah, I'll definitely be driving, so I'll be listening to you while I'm driving. So Princess Scary. I love jelly. I love raspberry jelly the best.
I like port wine jelly.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, yeah, port wine is nice. Port wine. Do you guys have port wine flavor in America?
Usually, one of my favorite things around the holidays is a port wine cheese, where it's a cheese with a little port wine mixed into it. It's like marbled into it, little swirls. That a little bit of that on a cracker. It's great.
I've just had an idea. I've just had a really good idea. What? On the Saturday night for the VIPs, I'll ask the girls in the bar at the Opera House to make Jello shots, to make big buckets of Jello shots, and everyone can have a Jello shot on the house. What do you reckon, Enzo?
I take mine in a mason jar, but that'll work out for everybody else.
I'll put mine in a glass of wine.
Midori and green jelly on a jelly slice. Ooh.
That sounds yum.
But Enzo has promised to look out for me, Sonny, because I really am not. Andy says I want to see Karen do a bucket of Jello shots. No, but I'm not a big drinker, and when I do drink, I don't know. Even Heather would have to watch me, because when I do drink, I get to a point where I continue to drink and forget that it's very alcoholic, and then I've never been good at holding my liquor.
Do you like?
Bloody hell.
Do you like beer?
Bad.
Do you like beer, Karen?
Well, I never used to, but when I went to America,
American beer.
I was going to say. If you drink our beer, you won't get drunk.
No, it was in a brewery, and they made one. They said I want to say 12%.
Oh, that's up there.
Yeah, that's
I want to say it was a black. It was black, or Coca-Cola color, and it was called the Muffin Man or something, and it was like a blueberry flavor, except I couldn't taste the blueberries, but it was coffee. It was coffee. I can't remember, but it was really yummy. So I found that I liked stout. It was coffee, a coffee flavored stout, but there was a few different ones. But one I tasted was really kind of it was sweetish. It was sort of sweet. And I really did like that. But you can only drink so much and you feel full. Hi, Parasolo.
Yeah, for comparison for American beers, for the most part, we look up to Foster's. That's how awful our beers are.
Yeah, those are probably the strongest ones, I bet.
Foster's, that's what we export. We think it's cat's piss over here.
Oh yeah, and I understand. That's why I do that as a reference, because our beers stink. Our beers are not that great. That's why I just drink whiskey.
Yep, I don't drink beer either.
Well, I tell you what, speaking of drinking beer and whiskey, the only state that I've been to in the US that I didn't get drunk in was Utah. It is impossible to get drunk in Utah.
It's a little different situation there with Utah.
Hey, Parasolo.
Oh, I tried and I tried and I tried. That just didn't happen.
Just 2 week or no alcohol?
Yeah, it's like 2 point. It's like not even 2.7, 1.8 or something like that.
Yeah, beers and stuff like that. There's different levels of alcohol for different places. Like it used to be. It's changed for a lot of places, but like it used to be, if you bought beer at a regular grocery store in the U.S., it was a much lower alcohol content than like if you bought it at an actual liquor store or something like that. And that's that lower one. That's what you're getting in Utah. They're a little strict on that kind of stuff. So at least we don't really have dry counties anymore. I don't think like there used to be. Are there still some?
There's got to be some in the Bible Belt down there.
You're right. You're probably right.
Yeah.
Well, Virginia City is in the Bible Belt. That's for sure.
Yes, we have dry zones here in Adelaide. We also have a lockout. If you leave a nightclub after 2 or 3 o'clock, you can't go back. You have to go home.
Oh, they make us all leave at 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
No, you can stay there, and if they stay open till 5, you can stay inside until 5. But if you leave, you're locked out, and you can't get into another nightclub after that.
In the U.S., all the clubs close promptly at 2. So usually about 1:45. They turn on all that. One of my favorite places when I was a younger club hopping type person, it used to be an old grocery store that had gone out of business, and then these people bought it and turned it into like a kind of a dance club. And like one side was like an actual regular type bar, and the other side had pool tables and a bunch of other stuff. It was a huge place. It got to be about 1:45, 1:50 in the morning. It's like, okay, everybody, time to go home. And they turn on the regular fluorescent lights that used to be in the grocery store, and you're just blinded. But it's like,
Not to mention, I don't know what Heather's like, but generally as a female, when you're in the clubs and the lights are, it's dark and there might just be strobe lights or whatever. You go into the bathroom and look in the mirror and you go, oh, God. You fix up your makeup or whatever and you think, I'm glad I'm in the dark.
Right.
And then at the end of the night, the lights come up and everyone's blinded and it's like, oh, God, oh, God.
And, sometimes it can be a little bit more of a surprise than you're willing to deal when you see somebody in the full light like that. It's, I know me personally, I look fantastic in the dark. It's
quite we all. And sometimes I have to chew my arm off in the morning.
Oh my goodness.
That's terrible. That was naughty.
Blue Sky, Lisa. Dawn Yarndall has her own channel, and I can tell you now she's as busy as bee with her own channel. I'm amazed she's even got time to be in here today. So but thank you, Dawn. Princess Scary. In my youth, I was messing around with a guy who looked super hot in dim light. When the house lights went on, I left. Everyone can look super hot in dim light.
Even the old whiskey binocular did not help that poor gentleman. That's too bad for that guy.
Oh, dear. Look, looks are definitely not everything, but they do help. They do help. But there you go. Depends what you're after, I suppose, doesn't it? I can't. Oh, yeah, I can. I don't. I'm sure you've got the same saying in America, but it's you don't look at the fireplace when you're stoking the fire. Is a saying. So it's kind of, you've looked at that one, haven't you, Heather?
Since our bars close at 2, we have a saying that says, "You go home at 2 with a 10, and you wake up at 10 with a 2."
Hey, fairy dragon, it's a stash.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Or I used to hear the boys say things too, like, "Oh, I woke up in the morning and wanted to chew my arm off," and I used to think,
that's where the coyote ugly thing
Yep.
is, because the coyote will chew its way out of a trap. You got the arms under the lady, and you wake up in the morning like, "Well, I'll chew my arm off to escape."
Well, those days of chewing arms off have gone for me.
That's right. I
don't
know
need to
my
worry
diet.
about
I'm way
that
too
kind of thing
fattening. I
anymore.
can't eat that. It's
Yeah, I am very much looking forward to it. Oh my God.
Oh, Lordy. And I thought I brought everything down to its lowest common denominator. I think you've
No,
just
Enzo can do it.
That's right. I can
Bring this
calculate
dead
that
body
lowest
back.
common denominator in my head right here. It's
Actually, Heather's coming. Heather's got a little trip planned for, it's March, isn't it, Heather? I have written it down on my calendar somewhere.
Yes,
but
March the 8th.
Yeah, March the 8th. And Heather's coming to Brisbane first, I think, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Brisbane
Brisbane
first.
first for 5 days.
Yes.
And then the Sundays for 5 days.
Yeah. And then back here to stay the night at my house.
Mm-hmm.
But Heather said she'll show me how to use the OBS.
Yeah.
OBS. Because I
OBS.
don't know. Yeah, I did try to use it once before, and for the life of me, I couldn't figure out how to use it. But it looked
there's
like
no
fun.
instructions with OBS. Everything that I can do here, it's because I watched a YouTube video on how to do it. That's how I taught myself.
So, Melbourne first, says Dee. Dee says you're going to Melbourne first.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to Melbourne in the beginning of February the 4th, which is Drew's birthday weekend. So this is my trip to Melbourne for the weekend is my birthday treat to me because I'm going to see the Titanic Museum, and Dee will be coming, and so will Jackie Evelyn, Jackie. And it's Drew's birthday weekend as well, so Drew will be coming with me as well. So that'll be
there you go. Parasolo, yes, I am. And I'm losing stuff here. Where am I? Sorry, I'm not on my regular computer, so where's it gone? Oh, there it is. It's all right. I'm just looking for something. That one. I'm talking to myself. Sorry. I'm coming. I'm surprised you haven't seen yet. We're on share screen. Yeah, where am I? Window. There we go. Share. I'm getting there. See that, Parasolo? That's why I'm coming to America in July. I'm coming in July, and Enzo's going to be here at this event, and one of my friends, Taylor, is there. She's going to give a big talk, probably on Lucius Beebe, I think. But it's a history thing. It's not a ghost investigation thing. But we're all everyone that's there is like into the paranormal, so to speak. So I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? I think I put a link on my channel. I'm pretty sure I did. So you can check it out later. I'll just get rid of it now. Stop sharing so I can see everybody again. But so that's what I'm doing. It'll be fun. Enzo's going to be there. Yes, since he's my co-host. Did you note that? Did you see that? I made a little.
I noticed that.
Yes, I thought.
I was promoted to co-host from some guy that's in the chat. Yeah, which was a big upgrade. It was a big upgrade.
Regular, and I thought, so that's already on the little advertising thing. But yeah. So I think
You've
you've
been
blacked
promoted
out
from a random to a co-host.
a co-host.
That's right.
Well,
It's a
technically,
big
he is.
upgrade for me. That's I'll take it.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
getting a knighthood, isn't it?
It really is. Take the whiskey bottle.
I dubbed the co-host
Yeah.
in the name of me.
Oh well, because I made a little short, and I put everybody. So it started with Dustin Parry, and then David Schrader, then Janice, and then I stuck me in the middle. Then I put Taylor. Then I put Mike and his partner, not partner as in life, partner as in psychic's paranormal partner, and then Enzo. And Enzo was last, and everyone else had like a kind of like what they do. And I
I've got
thought
a full bio with like TV
astronomer.
and book appearances
Did I
and
put
everything else, and then
astronomer?
there's like and the drunk guy. Yeah, from the show. Yeah.
And the drunk guy from Doof Doof Paranormal. No,
Big
Tommy.
hello to our good friend Big Willie in the chat. Big
Where's
Willie's
Big Willie? Oh, that's Big Willie.
Big Willie
Hi,
will
Big Willie.
I think he'll be joining us on Wednesday, right, Sonny?
That's right.
Ooh.
With us.
Sonny, Enzo, and Big Willie.
Where we're interviewing a rare Wednesday appearance for the Paranormal Chop Shop, where we're going to be interviewing Lady Ann and her friend Ron Murphy, talking about tulpas, dogman, and werewolves.
What's a tulpa?
Oh.
A tulpa is something that you kind of manifest into being that isn't real, sort of like
Like Sally at the Sally house.
That's how magic was created. Is that right? I think that's right.
Well, it's something that's manifested from the greater subconscious, kind of an idea, sort of like the Slender Man. Like we've heard stories about it was a Slender Man, it was a story, they made a wacky movie, and then suddenly people start seeing Slender Man everywhere. It's a manifestation out of nothing that turns into a real thing, which
kind of like sometimes too, where look, I've talked about this before, but I've even seen this happen on investigations where there's more than say 5 people. When we're talking into the 10 to the 15 people in a, like an event type thing, where people really nothing is happening. I certainly don't hear anything, but all of a sudden people hear things, and then one person hears it. I go, oh, I heard that too. It was a scream. No, it was a lady's voice. Oh, yeah, it was a lady's voice. No, I think it was a child crying. Oh, my God, there's a child. And it's like, it kind of like manifests something that's actually, like, what's the word? Group hallucination is a word.
Right.
Yeah, but is that what it's kind of like, or more like it could be possible that something?
This is an actual physical manifestation because
everyone's looking around, Heather.
Sorry. Oh, yes, that's just my clock. Ignore it.
I want to get a cuckoo clock.
I thought that was more about our conversation we're having about
yeah,
tulpas,
that too. No, it was just one of Heather's clocks. Now that clock's gone off, the other ones will too.
Yes, I'm just doing some research because Adelaide has its own cryptid. And I can't remember if it's a pig man or a mothman.
Big Willie, you can come in if you want.
What is it, Werner?
What I hear?
Well, you're the one that told me about it.
Talcum powder, what?
I'm not sure when you're telling me about it. We have our own regional cryptid, like humanoid type thing.
Do we?
Well,
I know it's not a Yeti. Not a Yeti, Yowie. We call it a Yowie, don't we?
Yeah,
I'm talking about local Adelaide.
Oh.
Adelaide. What do you call it? Cryptid. I'm just trying to research it now. I can't
find out what it is, because I'd like to know that.
Yeah, I'm curious too.
Daniel, Bay Area ghost. Hello.
Anyway.
Big Willie said he's never caught one of my lives.
Oh, he's catching it now. I was sharing it out.
To be fair, Big Willie works a lot of hours and has a lot of young children to take care of. How many kids does he have now, Sonny?
Oh man, a whole litter.
Yeah, he's got a litter for sure.
Yep, 4.
Oh, I thought it was more than that.
No, he's got.
Hey, I actually. Oh, wait on. Sonny's counting children.
4, yeah.
4. Hey, Sonny, given you've got a Native American in you, you know how everyone spouts out this skinwalker, it's a skinwalker, it's a skinwalker. Isn't that kind of like not even Native Americans spit that word out willy-nilly? Because isn't that like a sacred type thing?
I think they don't want to see it because they don't talk about it. They don't want to bring it around.
That's a Tulpa thing where if you talk about it, you're going to manifest it. If you start, you're going to bring it into existence by just talking about it.
Showing himself to you, it's because he wants to do something bad to you. He wants to kill you.
Oh.
Skinwalker is sort of like a cursed medicine man from the past, kind of an idea.
See, that's why I have this from a real medicine man from now, and then they can't get me. It's always around my neck. It's always on my skin.
Hey, Bernadette Lone Fire. Hello, beautiful lady. Thank you for the happy birthday wish. And Nikki, hello. Where'd Big Willie go? He's disappeared.
Oh, let me see here. I think I got
Oh, dear. Bernadette goes live on a channel that I like called the Nerd Report, Nerd Report Daily. And on the other day with her lovely, I guess he's your boyfriend now, isn't he, Bernadette? But Brandon, and they were on for, I don't know how many hours, 3 hours or something. So they're good at talking too.
Was that when he was on for the follow-up for the Miami Mall aliens?
I'm not sure, Bernadette, was it? I shared out I shared out a video my friend Lewis made on that Miami Mall alien thing, but I think we're all pretty clear now that there was no alien.
No, I'm really curious of where that alien thing or the giant shadow people or whatever it was, how did that get started? What's the root of that? Who was the first person that said, well, there's damn aliens, that kind of thing? That's there were certainly a lot of kids up to some mischief because that's what kids do there. I get, as I understand it from some locals there in Florida, that where that particular mall is not the best part of town, and it's there's always a bunch of kids getting up to shenanigans there, throwing fireworks and stuff like that. And of course, throwing fireworks at each other, exploded into the cop response, which was people may have misinterpreted fireworks for gunfire. So that's why you saw this enormous amount of response.
Sonny. Look, Sonny. Look, it's a bunny voiceover. You can invite Big Willie on. Bernadette said that she and Brandon talked about who's Cat Williams again? Anyone know who Cat Williams is? I did hear you
he's
talk.
A comedian. He was in Friday After Next. Is that right? The last one, the Christmas one?
Oh, no, I was thinking
I think so.
Stevens. I'm going to say, wasn't he a singer, but I'm thinking Cat Stevens.
No, yeah, Cat Williams he's a little short guy.
And so because Lewis has got 2 channels, Nerd Report Daily, where they talk about all sorts, and then Nerd Report. Nerd Report was who was talking about the alien. But yeah, even Lewis is of the same opinion as most of us. It was just rubbish. But yeah, it is weird though. I mean, it could be a big cover-up if we want to go conspiracy theories. But people said, that's a lot of cars for the kids in a mall. But like Enzo said the other day too, it's not really a stretch to have that many cars if you think that there was some massive gunfight because they would have all been covering each other's bottoms. Bernadette says he's a comedian that is coming out about Hollywood celebrities. Oh, do you know what? I watched, this is a topic for you, Bernadette, on the next daily. I watched not all of it, just bits of, well, hang on, that's a lie. I started to watch the Golden Globes, and I saw the comedian that was doing the, the stand-up bit. He's going out with Handler. I can't think of the first name. He was, you give everybody a little medal for giving it a red hot go, but it was cringy. It was like, oh, he made jokes about, you white people, and then he made jokes about it was just cringy. It was just sort of like, oh, and people were laughing out of being polite, I think. But it was kind of, I don't know. And then I was watching all the celebrities come up and give their speeches in bits and bobs, and I thought, I just can't watch this crap anymore. How did I ever want to watch the Oscars? Or
it's this is I'm about to go off on a rant, so hang on.
No, go. It's Enzo rant. Dun, 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 dun.
It's because of social media. There used to be a day, 15 years or so, and longer ago, where big celebrities, the only time you ever saw or heard from them is, maybe the occasional, talk show at night, late at night, like Johnny Carson, or like a 90-second blurb on the red carpet at an awards show. And then you'd see him win whatever it is for whatever movie they were in. They'd come out and give a nice little speech, thanking the people that made the show and their mom and whatever. And then that's kind of all you ever knew about big Hollywood celebrities back in the day. Now, all you have to do to find out whatever celebrity is up to is pull up Twitter, and you can find out every single thing about them and realize they aren't as magical as you once thought they were.
Hey, I heard that guy, what's his name? Joe Coy?
Joe Coy.
That's it, yeah. I heard he made a NFL Tay joke.
He did. It didn't go down well.
Many people thought it was funny.
No, and he made, look.
Told me that tonight.
Yeah, he was kind of like, look, as Bernadette said there, hang on, can you see that, Heather? Bunyip, Otway's Panther, Hawkesbury River Monster, Yarramah, Yowie.
This is peculiar to Adelaide. I don't think that Adelaide stories are going to reach articles like that, but I have to figure out.
Even I know what a drop air is.
Yeah. Bernadette said he only had 10 days to prepare. Well, look, if you've only got 10 days to prepare, Bernadette says all celebrities are aliens. Oh, thank you, Kevin. Kevin from Tuber Chat. Connect and grow. If you guys have got a channel, if anybody's got a channel, have you been over to Tuber Chat, Sunny, at all? I don't know. But if you've got a channel, if you go over to Tuber Chat and sort of tune in, if you need, it's a good way of connecting with other creators, and like that's how I found a lot of these other people. Dawn being one of them.
It's a fantastic service because they promote, the smaller up and coming YouTubers that may not get the exposure they properly deserve. So
and Heather's been in there. Heather won something on Tuber Chat. So
I was involved shortly after they started. I think I'm pretty sure because and I've been on and off, in and out of Tuber Chat for about 3 years now. At the moment, I'm working my ass off, so I don't get to go in and out of anything at the moment. If I wanted to, but an amazing channel. Go check it out.
Hang on, I'm not sure if I've got. Tanya, moderator extraordinaire, is probably at work. That's why she's not here.
I got it. I got it.
Oh, you got it? Oh, thank you, Enzo. Oh, that's right. I made you a moderator.
Connect and grow.
There you are. Enzo's put a link. Yeah, but if you go over there and you hang out, and he'll call your channel up, and members get called up first, and
members get put on the wheel first, and people who give donations, super chats and things get put up on the screen straight away. But you've got to be patient. You can't go in there and expect all about me. You've got to be patient, and you've got to be willing to give and take, and connect properly with people, not just go in there and take me sort of thing.
There you go, Kevin. Cobalt Dragon's just subscribed to your channel. Yeah, but he does a great job as community. Yeah,
very good. But it just takes so long now to get up on the wheel of doom.
Oh, you're off, Tommy. Okay, Tommy, if you're off, or you go, I'm not sure. Oh, ciao, Heather, says Tommy.
Bye, Tommy. Thank
you. But yeah,
I must get going soon. I'm as tired as an arsehole in a brothel.
I never thought about it like that. I always thought I was the asshole in the brothel.
Oh dear.
If you'd like to learn more, that's where you would go. It's
yes.
Hey, Bernadette.
That was good.
Just a second. I'm just going to do something. I'm just doing something. I'm talking to you, Bernadette, but just a second, because I'm not fast anymore. Wah, wah, wah. And my computer is taking a long time to load things. Copy. Big Willie just disappeared. He doesn't love me anymore.
He does that. He goes right to bed sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes he does, and or he's creating the next generation of like the 7th or 8th kid he has. So it's we certainly need to find him some other hobby besides doing that.
Making children.
Yeah, repopulating the earth when it's like we got enough. Slow down.
I told him we need to get cable put in his room or something, so we got something else to do.
Bernadette, if you, I don't know what time it is, you're probably in bed in your pajamas or something, but I just sent you a link if you wanted to come on, and people can see your pretty face, because I'm not sure if everybody in here is familiar. Enzo is, because I often send him Lewis's videos to check out about the aliens, because Lewis knows, Enzo knows all about aliens, don't you, Enzo?
Yes, not personally, yes. But yes.
No, but he does, and so every now and then I'll go, look at this. So he'll watch one of Lewis's videos. But I'm not sure, however, how many. Oh, Tanya, hello, Tanya. Are you on a lunch break or something? Oh, hang on, no, 1, 2. It'll be about 3:30 there. Is it, Tanya? I'm a fairy queen. I'm the best fairy queen in the universe, aren't I, Tanya?
Isn't that lovely? That's so sweet.
Yeah, there's tons of us in here having a birthday today, Tanya. Hi, Catherine. There is Candy and Cobalt. She's actually probably only got another hour of being 59. And there was, crap, who was the other one? Blue Sky. Blue Sky, it's you, isn't it? I think that was it. And Heather's birthday is on Friday. Oh, where are you going, Dantex? Who said you could go to bed? Nobody. That's who. Nobody.
Oh, you're naughty.
Enzo's just put up a link to the Nerd Report, Bernadette. But yeah, so there you go. Doof Doof Paranormal, Karen from Australia. Shh. Oh, Big Willie. Bum, bum, bum. Hello.
There you go, Big Willie on the stage.
Big Willie. But before you say hello, I'm going to say goodbye and head out. Thank you so much, Karen. Thank you, panel. Nice to see you, Big Willie.
I'll
Happy
talk to you on
birthday,
Friday.
Heather.
Going for a chance now. I'll never get off.
I'll talk to you on Friday for your birthday, Heather.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you. Thanks,
Right,
chat.
thank you.
Thanks,
Happy early
everybody.
birthday.
Bye. Well, remember, keep smiling. Make the world wonder what you've been up to.
It's good value. Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to. I reckon this community, we should all help each other out. Like share. You got to share. You got to say, hey, because just because we might not like a particular subject, for example, like not everybody might like paranormal stuff. That doesn't mean that you might not like what we talk about, because most of the time we don't talk about paranormal stuff. Not on these live streams.
It gets. I won't say I don't like it, but it gets tiresome sometimes. Then we switch it up, don't we, Karen? We always joke around or something.
Yeah, go joke around. Like sometimes it's interesting, like if there has been something in the papers or something. But yeah. Oh, Bernadette, I sent you the link to the live in your Instagram, but only if you want to, because yeah. All right. Oh, she's got to have FaceTime with the boyfriend in 10 minutes. So you go, girl.
Quiet FaceTime.
Can't have 9 minutes for us.
Oh no, she's all right. She'll come on another time and say hello.
Hey,
She'll
she
come on
said
and
she'd
say
give
hello.
us
Besides,
10
you know,
minutes.
she's got to probably finish getting the hair done and looking all pretty for Brandon. Bernadette and Brandon sitting in the tree. Did you ever get teased with that, Big Willie, at school? Like, you've talked to a girl and all of a sudden we know that you talk to girls and kiss girls because you've got lots of babies.
I was homeschooled by a cornfield, so I didn't.
Oh, you were not.
Yeah, I swear to you. So my dance options for the high school dance were my two sisters or my mom, and slim pickings there, right?
God.
Just trying to figure out if it's a comedy. It's a real thing. That's
Yeah, that's the thing. Is it really is.
Oh well,
hey, Sonny, I forgot.
The most
my kids
popular
were
kid in his
messing-
class.
Dude, I dominated, okay? And it wasn't even close. Class president led all the athletics for them, okay? Granted, I was the oldest, and they were all much smaller, but still, I dominated. Hey, really quick though, Sonny, I didn't check my audio before coming in. My kids were playing.
Yep.
Is it like
Higher?
yeah, just turn it up a
Yeah,
bit.
you need to
Quiet.
boost your
Really
audio
quiet.
a little bit.
Come in hot.
There you go.
I'm too
And so
quiet?
Bernadette said
Yeah,
she
way
promised
too quiet.
Brandonette.
You not even want to touch that mic so I can hear it.
Hey,
Man.
there you go.
All right, hang on.
Thank you, Tanya.
Keep
Right.
going, keep going.
Is this any better? You sure that's not too loud?
No?
It didn't
no,
change.
it could go up a little more, to be
A
honest.
little
Yeah.
more?
Yeah,
No
you're
way.
quiet. You're quiet.
Yeah, you're really quiet.
You guys are messing
fun
with me.
with
There's no
Brandon.
way.
Say hello.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it to the automatic adjust volume then. I'll just set it to that until I mess with it later. Is that better?
No.
Dang it. Okay, we're gonna go up a little more. There's no way this isn't working. This is
We
working
can
now,
hear
right?
you, but it's just soft.
Hey,
Or maybe
tap
it's
your
just-
mic, Billy. Make sure your mic's.
Hang on.
Got a different microphone.
Uh-huh. He's
This way,
using the
this
computer
way,
mic.
this way. No.
Oh, I've done that. That's annoying. You don't realize that's what you're doing.
No, I didn't know we were going to dissect it with you here. That's
What was he doing then?
He's seeing if he can hear it.
Trying to make his
you get
microphone.
the best results by doing this. I don't know what you're talking about.
Is this a little better? Is that better?
Not really.
I think you guys are messing with me now. There's no
No,
way.
we're not missing you, brother.
No, it's really quite soft. Oh, that's what she said.
Well, you have to.
I'm sorry, it is my birthday.
No,
I'm allowed to
I
make
was gonna
jokes.
Earlier
That's
when
right.
She was like, "Where did Big Willie go?"
Tanya didn't bite. Normally, Tanya bites at these sorts of jokes.
Ooh. All right, is that any better that way, guys?
I think it's the same. I can't tell.
I can't tell a difference. I can't tell a difference from
Wait,
anything.
Okay, I feel like I can hear myself clipping. There's got to be gain on my end. That's weird. I've got myself turned up like a lot at this point.
That's really weird.
Huh? Maybe she has her audio settings set to where like it only lets you. You know what I mean? Maybe. I don't know.
Blame someone else. I understand.
Yeah, blame me.
I love the Michigan-Washington national championship game right now for this, bro.
Oh,
Karen's birthday.
That's actually a big deal.
That's a very big deal. 1997 was the last time we played in that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were playing.
Is Australia real?
Yeah, we really are real. I've seen those where Australia's it's not real and it's not. I'm like, dude, we're very real. Either that or I'm a figment of my own imagination. I don't know how it works. Bay Area Ghost, when's your birthday? What date is your birthday? Because I might have missed that. I'd have to go back up, but you can tell me. Yeah, it's kind of staticky, isn't it? Your end's kind of that's why you're absolutely sure you're connected to your microphone and not your computer.
That's what I'm wondering. I'm thinking the audio is like, I think they messed with. I don't think I'm hooked up to my actual microphone because you guys don't hear me tapping this really, do you?
Yeah.
Not sort of, but it's still really low.
Yep.
This is really what happens when you let kids play with your things.
You should see them in here. They're feral animals. They're just all over everything. They broke my axe. Okay, I told them it's very
How do you break an axe?
I don't know, but they found out how. That's the mask of steel too.
My dad used to tell my little sister all the time. It's like you could break an anvil.
It's Bay Area Ghost Daniel. It's his birthday next Friday, so another January birthday. Not this Friday coming, next Friday, yeah, Daniel. Big Willie's mic was working before. It just went quiet all of a sudden. Huh.
All right, what about this? Is this any better? No? Still the same?
No, no difference, really. Not really.
I'll have to look into that later, guys. I don't know.
Princess Scary has a nice comment there about Big Willie.
Yeah, what's that? Oh, my effing God. I really tried that. Oh, soothing. You've got a soothing voice, apparently. Look at this.
Thanks.
Hang on, what is it? There you go, just for you.
It's even better when you can hear it.
Yep.
Listen, this is. Hang on. I'm going to turn it. This is turned up all the way. There's no way, guys. That's awful,
it's
right?
a little better.
Do you know what I might have played with? Have you got an equalizer? I wonder if they've, because when you talk into it like that, it's sort of like scratchy, so it's probably working. But I wonder if they've played with the equalizer on it and turned like the settings.
Yeah. I mean, the only one I have is this little one. It's like a mic gain and then
is it plugged in?
I think everything's plugged in because it has to be like capping right now. Not capping, right? What's it called?
He has got a very soothing voice, hasn't he?
What's it called?
Really has a great voice. I wish it was coming in a little clearer so you could hear it.
There's another compliment for you.
Oh, you guys are very kind. Thank you. The best thing to do is to read horror stories in a soothing voice, right? Nothing to put you to sleep like just listening to how someone was strangled to death slowly as they fought in agonizing pain. Think about it. It's something weird that people just love hearing about other people going to sleep dying. That's a weird thing, but that's a whole genre. I'm not wrong.
What was that?
Exists.
Who's doing that noise?
I don't know. It's got to be from Willie. It sounds like you're on the wing of a plane.
Wait. Oh no. Wait. You guys are picking up my. Is that better?
Yep. It's gone. What were we picking up?
The wing of a plane.
I had the pop filter in front of the mic, and the heater's echoing off the pop filter into the mic. Smallest things will mess up a microphone.
That's true.
Oh, wow. Look at all these compliments. He can make anything sound sexy. He's whispering into my ear. I agree, Beth.
He gets this all the time, too.
I'm going with JoJo. As I always tell him, thank you for allowing me to whisper into your ear orifices.
Oh my God. Moist.
There it is. There it is.
Moist. So very moist.
Oh. There you go, Lisa. I think he
Karen,
beats
first
out
of
Little
all-
Crow on that one.
Happy
What was
birthday,
your
by the way.
Karen? What was your thing that you say like to hear American guys from the South say? What was the?
Oh, yeah, but it's got to be a real Southern accent. It's got to be that real Southern accent, and they've got to say vehicle.
Vehicle,
Oh,
yeah.
vehicle.
Vehicle. She wants to hear you say it like vehicle.
I'm not from the South, but I know how they say it.
How do they
It's
say
weird.
it?
They got a hiccup in there. They're like, oh, vehicle.
Yep.
When they say it.
Vehicle.
Say
Vehicle.
it louder. Say it louder, Big Willie. Louder.
Yeah, say it louder, Big Willie. Lay it on him.
Oh man, I can't. Hang on, but the Georgia guys say it real slow. They say the vehicle, and they. It's weird. Oh man.
Poor Big Willie. He comes on and he's Tanya's
See-
laughing. Princess, your voice is hot.
Ooh, not just
And
hot, but
that's with
hot.
a half-ass microphone. Imagine
No
if it was
cap.
full power. Yeah. Oh,
Well, StreamYard
Whoa.
mic settings. Yeah, but
You
my
know what? I bet he had a
Yeah.
bad connection. He's going to come back in and blow our ears out. Watch.
probably,
Turn it
yeah.
all the way up.
yeah, it's not the StreamYard ones. Otherwise, everybody else would be quiet too. I think. Well, that's my opinion.
That is hilarious. Adventures with Beth. That is actually very funny.
I missed it.
He's got to do laundry now.
Oh.
There it is. Yeah.
Oh dear. Tanya says, "Do you need some moist towelettes, Beth?"
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Princess Scary! Look up. Hang on, where did that go? Look at that. I'm not going to read that one out. That's cheekiness. Oh, okay. So Bay Area Ghost is saying that no, but Willie's got his own mic settings. Oh, you could have been in the mic settings for StreamYard. He might have had it turned down in there.
He was in both. When he said he was putting it back on auto, he was in StreamYard that time, I think.
Ah, okay. Then, yeah, cool. There you go.
And usually, yeah, he's got to keep that mic down low because he don't have a quiet voice. It sounds good and it's even louder, guys. It don't sound bad though. It just stays good. It's just louder.
Now, Tanya, does that mean it was removed, or does that mean that you once had someone who had one? I'm pretty sure it wasn't one that was removed. So, dear. Oh, he better come back. All the girls are upset.
Big Willie wants removed. Karen's the one that kicked him out. It was Enzo. Came in here stealing all the game, and Enzo was like, "I don't think so, sucker."
Oh dear. It's so Wednesday. So my Tuesday. So hang on. My Thursday. So this week, my Thursday during the day will be your Wednesday night. So Wednesday night, guys, go check out Sunny and Enzo and Big Willie.
Yeah, Big Willie's gonna be there.
Yep, he will be there.
With a working microphone.
You put a link to the chop shop.
I hope he's got to figure it out by then.
Enzo dropped it once. You want to drop it again?
I'll drop it again. Hang on a second.
Yeah, drop it again. Drop it. Willie. Where's Willie?
He might have had
The girl-
an internet problem or something too. I didn't think about that either.
Okay. Blue Sky Lisa, where'd he go? He was here at the beginning. I think he's dropped. There's something happened. Those dastardly children of his.
We'll find it.
You can follow that YouTube link to get your exact local time. It is 9:05 p.m. Eastern time in the U.S. On Wednesday, so 46 hours from now. Oh,
Okay, we ready?
I think I fixed it. I don't know.
Oh, listen
way
to
better?
that moneymaker. Listen to that moneymaker.
I think that they went into my Audacity and they preset the recording at like 20%. So no matter what I did, it was just gonna only record 20% of the audio, which is sad. So I fixed it.
I think all the ladies in chat are happy now. I think you need a thumbs up to be sure. or a cucumber or whatever that zucchini. That's what it is.
A zucchini. Don't get too wild with it. Oh my goodness. Zucchini.
Oh, one of them said she went through 5 towels, Willie.
That's right. She's probably sawing the leg off of one of her tables right now.
Oh my God.
Another one said she'd been ear effed.
Thank you, Cobalt. And go check out Cobalt too. She's got cute little pussycats. And she does some great reviews on books and all sorts of things. So check out Cobalt Dragon's channel. That's what I'll say there. Princess
I even
Scary.
helped her out with the problem she had with a sighting that she had.
Yes, you did. Yeah, she thought she saw
That's a first.
UFO.
That's a good one.
But she sent the footage to Enzo and was clever enough to write down the date and the time, etc., that she saw this. And Enzo used his detective powers and realised it was actually an aircraft. So that was pretty cool. So he was able to debunk the UFO, but at least tell her and explain exactly why it was that she saw it the way she did. So there you go. Yeah.
Guys, I got to step away for 1 second. The dog's not going to stop moving that food bowl until I go put food in it. He's carrying it around the garage. I'll be right back.
Oh, my dog does that. I've got a Rottweiler who, when the bowl is empty and she's hungry, it's a tin bowl and it hits on the tiles a certain way. So she does this with a foot and makes it go bang, bang, bang until you feed her. Oh, there you go. Princess Scary's happy. Look at that. There we go.
That's an eggplant, though, not a zucchini.
Well, an eggplant's bigger than a zucchini, isn't it?
Just depends.
Oh.
By the way, Karen, happy birthday. I didn't even get to tell you. Thank you for having me. We've never even met. Thank you for having me on your show.
I love your flag, too, up the back. Is that a flag or a poster?
Well, it's a pretty famous flag. Some of them would say the greatest country in the world's flag, but, I'm paraphrasing. Perhaps.
Yeah, I think a few people may be familiar with it.
The American flag? Yeah.
Well,
no, but I particularly like that one. It's got like is it real or is it just a poster? Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
I've got
real.
2 American flags. I've got 2 American flags.
That's a little sus. Maybe,
I love America.
okay.
I love Australia, but I love America.
I was thinking about this while listening to you guys, because who doesn't love a good Australian accent, to be fair, right? But where did these accents even come from? To be fair, like I understand how our skin can change color from like pigmentation of lighting and the weather and all that jazz, but why the dialect? Why is that affected from landmass to landmass?
I've got a theory.
Okay.
Well, I've got a theory on the Australian and Americans, because if you listen to an Australian and it's all come from England, quite obviously, but But if you listen to different dialects in England itself, and Ireland, it's a real mishmash. It's kind of like, obviously they've come to Australia and been Irish or Scottish or English, and it's all they're all talking to each other and it's blending. And like the same in America, you can go to different parts of America and it's very the same. The Southern accent to me is... it's almost got an Irish flair to it in some regards, or it's got it's sing-songy. So I don't know, but it is interesting that all the different accents, but I reckon they just blend over time. Like if I lived in America forever, my Australian accent would probably dissipate because I'm around Americans, but I'd have a weird accent for sure because it'd still be Australian but mixed in with a bit of American. So you wouldn't be able to pick, where I was from. But look, the Shape is here wishing me a happy birthday. Where did I see you, Shape? Oh, there you go. Thank you. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Yep, I'm getting older. That's all right.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm allowed to get older.
When you stop, that's when that's a problem. Yeah.
Yeah, and gee, the Welsh is a different one again. Like everyone's got their different accents. But yeah, when you look at the history of America and you know where the English came from originally, and then all the accents, because you've got a high Irish content, then you've got just the English who came, then you've got the French down south. I mean, people from so it's it's like a little pot stirring all the accents up.
Oh yeah.
But I can't work out why people in India talk the way they do.
That's all I was gonna say. I was like, but then there's the Asian accent, right? That spans many Asian populations, and that can be very varied. You can get from very like quick, high pitched to very like very deep and raspy. You know what I mean?
Like the Japanese,
yeah.
The Japanese do have that very
but only the men. The ladies are all like super happy. You know what I mean? Like very. I don't think we're supposed to do that. I don't want to get you in trouble on your YouTube. You're live. I don't think.
When I go to get my nails done, the manicure, right, and the ladies are all talking Korean, I just sit there and listen. It's so sing-song. I actually like listening to it. I like listening. I don't know one word, obviously, of what they're saying. But I can listen to Mexican people talk all day long. I love the accent. I love the language. So, yeah. You were just impersonating. That's different, isn't it? Oh,
what's
God,
that?
I don't know.
Who, me?
When you take on someone's accent, you're just showing what you mean by sound.
Yeah, I think it comes from intention. Like, I don't do the accent to make fun of them. That's literally the sound. If we're talking about the sound, which is what we're talking about, that's the sound that we all hear. Just like, that's another thing that messes with me. When you were just talking about like a Mexican accent, when they speak Spanish in Mexico versus Spanish in Spain, that's different. And then when a person from Mexico speaks English, but with a Mexican accent,
it's cute.
It's another thing. It's its own other thing. It's very strange how there's these like, I don't know. It's just always bothered me. I'm like, why wouldn't I just sound the same? I probably wouldn't sound like this if I was speaking French. Would I sound like this?
Or the same language just all over the world. Where did even that's interesting. Where did all the different languages eventuate? Like, why did some start speaking Chinese and some started speaking English? Most of the English comes from, obviously, Latin, but where did the Chinese one come from?
They say if you want to take the Bible as a thing, the Tower of Babel is when we all spoke the same. Until they tried to build a tower to heaven. And they said that we have to divide man because whatever man puts their mind to, they will achieve. And they created language. Supposedly. That's the story that's told. And then they couldn't understand each other and they couldn't finish the project.
Well, they're the troublemakers. Now we know who to blame.
Free will seems to be a real problem when it comes to heaven and everything else. So.
It's my birthday celebration. We're not going there. Just like Canadians speak French down in France. Yeah, everywhere is a bit different.
The French Canadian versus
that's very, very different.
But even take. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just going to say, where do you don't have to tell us where you live, but let's just make a place. I know you don't live here, but Queensland. Let's just say you lived in Queensland, right?
I do live in Queensland.
Oh, see. Oh, I knew. All right. So anyways, though, your dialect there might be different than the dialect in southern Australia. Because like in Michigan, we have Michigan, and then there's the Yoopers. There's the people in the Upper Peninsula, and they got their own little way of speaking.
My friend Heather was still here. When you go to Adelaide, it's a different... we speak the same language, like our words are all the same, but the accent's slightly different because Adelaide or South Australia is made up of a lot of Germans and English, and it's when you go people from Adelaide sort of speak. I can't do it because I'm not proper.
Oh, you got this.
People from Adelaide kind of speak with plum in their mouth. Right, so they're kind of And then if you come from Melbourne, because I'm from Melbourne, right? But if you come from Melbourne, then there's parts of Melbourne where the really rich live, and they talk through their teeth. So you can go to Brighton, and Brighton, they're really rich, and they talk like this. And it's like, oh my God, up themselves much, but that's how they talk, right? So everyone talks slightly different, but at the end of the day, it's still this noise that I'm making. And country, if you live in country, Victoria, country, like in the country, in the bush, often you'll be more like I kind of am, like, oh, crikey and bloody hell and blah, blah, blah. And if you live in one of the cities on the edge, you'll be a little bit more sedately spoken and pronounce the words correctly and talk professionly like that, which is really hard for me to do. But yeah, we're all a bit different, but the same, if that makes sense. You should be able to pick an Aussie accent, not a worry. Although New Zealanders sound, I don't know if Tanya, oh yeah, Tanya's still here. New Zealanders, hi Sam, thank you.
How you doing, Sam? Art and Paranormal?
Yeah, she's just popped in. Wonderful. I'm glad to see you. What was I going to say? I've forgotten.
Well, you made one interesting point in that I think sticks out to me a little bit, is there's an area here where I'm close to that's called Birmingham, Michigan, and it's like a rich area, right? A lot of the athletes from the state and stuff live here, between here and Bloomfield Hills. And you do make a weird distinction that, like, even Hollywood and mainstream media depicts as rich people, like the way that they speak, you know what I mean? No matter where you're from, they have this like air about them.
Oh,
and that's weird that now we're talking about like how personality traits associated with income,
yes,
or class. Yeah. It's weird.
Actually, a comedian used to do a takeoff of that. I can picture him in my head, and like Mr. Howe.
Bean. Oh yeah,
Mr. Howe, Mr. Howe and Mrs. Howe. But Mr. Howe would talk like that.
Gilligan's Island. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mr. Howe's. No. What did he call his wife?
Lovey.
Oh, love it. And he'd do you say? But and then alternately he was Mr. Magoo, which was a completely different.
Bro,
the great Jim Backus. He was fantastic.
How wild was his cop? I mean, I was a young kid. The tail end of probably his career and his highlight of his career, through all the Naked Guns and whatnot. There is no way in the America that I live in right now, there's no way any of his stuff could even be done as a sketch on YouTube. It's not possible.
Jim Backus or Jim Backus was
I thought we were talking about Mr. Magoo. I'm thinking of Leslie Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen is who you're thinking of, yeah.
Oh, he was funny.
Still stand by that, though. You couldn't do his comedy.
You're still correct.
No way. Sure. Watch Airplane for 10 minutes. You're done.
Oh, my God.
Cancel everybody on the show and every one of their careers. You're done.
I speak jive.
That scene alone.
I was on Netflix earlier, and you know how they have different sections of movies?
Yeah.
Under the recently added, the first movie right there was Blazing Saddles. Under recently added. That's a tough one to be putting on Netflix. They kick people off of Netflix for stuff like that.
And I still remember that scene with Leslie Nielsen and what's her name? Presley. Priscilla Presley. She's up a ladder.
Yeah.
And he says something.
Nice beaver.
Nice beaver. That's right. Because she did have him, and then she passes him down a stuffed beaver.
Thanks. I just had it stuffed. Yeah.
But it's just, I think people have forgotten how to have a laugh. Like, it's just a laugh. It's just a laugh. But it's the same, even Paul Hogan, who you guys would know as Crocodile Dundee, right? That's not a knife. This is a knife. I used to watch he had a show, like a comedy hour, when I was a young girl, and I used to watch his show, and you just laughed. There was girls in bikinis and sexual innuendos, girls with short shorts riding bicycles, and men looking at the girl on the bicycle and then banging into each other, not paying, like Benny Hill type stuff. And I watched it the other night. I watched some old clips of it, and I thought, oh shit, you couldn't.
No.
You would be fried alive if you did it. But I still get confused. I will just make one thing clear. We were making fun of you before, Big Willie, the girls, right? Oh, you're making me hot. You're making me moist, right? If someone said all that stuff to me in the chat,
yeah.
well, firstly, I wouldn't be offended. I'd laugh because so freaking what? But it's interesting to me that men can still be objectified and, get your shirt off, show us.
Because we like it. Don't say that. We'll all three be naked in here. You start telling us to take our shirts off.
Here we go.
And it still happens. Like men still get objectified. I still objectify men. I make jokes about Enzo and say he's the eye candy, and all that sort of thing.
Well, that's just a fact. That's not
men don't get men won't care. Well, I don't think
there's a reason the first Aquaman movie made a lot of money, and the second one didn't. It's
objectified.
But you know what, Karen, you're right on this. So on the weekends, I work as a bouncer, right? And there's a club that shut down next to us. And it's weird how, not all clubs are like this, but I find that the most racist places in America still are, for sure, church on Sunday morning, very divided. And then, like, different club atmospheres, right? It's not always the case, but, like, venues seem to be very divvied up, right? And the club that I bounce for is an EDM based club, so they're very mixed, very very mixed kind of crowd. But the club right next to us is a very strict, like, R&B rap kind of crowd. And these ladies were coming through afterwards, and they wanted to hang out, and they were being polite at first and taking photos and whatever, and they wanted a photo with my beard for whatever reason, and so they were doing this stuff, and then she started getting very aggressive, and then she wanted to, like, grab my beard, was like legitimately pulling my, like, very aggressively pulling my beard down, right? And I remember in the moment thinking, if the roles were reversed here, if I had asked for some photos and then started groping a little bit, I'd probably get put on a list, or something, whatever the deal. Exactly.
I'm calling the police.
The roles. Yeah. And it was weird because she was clearly very drunk, so her friends had to calm her down. But there was a point where she was being like, I was like, hey, hey, we need some physical space here. And she just was not getting it. And I just remember thinking in my head, I'm like, man, if the roles were reversed, it was a very strange situation for me because you can't then be physical, right? Because then that's not okay. So there was a very, like, and it went on. I say, like, I made, like, a quick thing, but it went on for about 5 minutes before she finally let go. I mean, it was a very long interaction of, like, well, I'm not really sure what to do here. Do I just stand here with her? You know what I mean? And so I was like, I don't know how many ways to tell you need to let go of my beard. You're actually, like, pulling, and she was pulling beard hairs out. So, I mean, it was like, it wasn't a light grip. She had this was a very stout woman. So she had a great grip. She had one of those toddler grips, like the ones where they just can't let go of it.
It's gonna drag you home like anything. Woman.
I felt there was a moment. I called for my other bouncer guy. I was like, hey, I need some backup, dude. Like, come get him off me. But then that normally doesn't happen. But to your point, Karen,
bring a taser.
There is a weird thing where we can't. It's weird. Like, some of the rules and some of the things that have changed are good, but it's. I wonder about, like, my kids. Hopefully, we'll figure it out for them a little bit. But I do look at my son, and I'm like, man, what are the rules going to be for him? And
it's a bit scary. Is that, like, I'm a mother of 2 boys. Granted, one isn't here anymore, but one is. And I sort of think to myself, when they were growing up, so they're probably, I don't know how old you are. My eldest is 36 now. But when they were growing up, boys and girls kind of knew what the roles were, and now, truth, nobody knows what anyone's supposed to do, and it's scary. Like I say, all these things, like he touched me, he oh, we were at a dance and he said something rude to me, like and such or whatever. And it's like, I'm calling the police. And you think, oh, my God. Get a helmet and grow up. Because when I was a younger woman, if I was at a club or something, crikey. And all you did was turn around to the guy and say, shut up, idiot, or something like that. Or you'd say, oh, and what are you going to do, blah, blah. You'd give it back. You'd give a mouthful back. And that would be the end of it. But it seems now it's more like, what did he say to you? Oh, that's it. He's foul. He's disgusting. Call the police.
It just seems like people are looking for reasons to be offended, which is like a weird thing.
Can have the same thing done. The same thing. Yeah, harden up, Buttercup. That's right, Dee. Like a poor man nowadays can be, like you said, you're getting accosted by a female.
Mm-hmm.
All you need is for someone to get that on film and it look from the wrong angle or something. Then tomorrow she wakes up with a hangover and her girlfriend shows her the footage and she goes, oh, my God, what was he doing to me? When it was the other way around. Like women, I tell you what, girls, please support me here. But when we're talking, women are talking about men, as you've even seen here, we're terrible. I feel like just pieces of meat. Seriously. Worse. At least men do objectify women, but women can do it just as well back. I mean, ask Tanya. Tanya and I mean, the things. So my channel, my here and now is if you can't take a joke, there's limits. Like I have seen people in the chat say some things that are a bit foul, and I think, no, that's not even funny. That's just foul. Not today. But when you're just making a joke, being funny, like that's all right. You got to. Men and women are different. We're very different. In case anyone hasn't noticed, I don't know. I think it's good to have a laugh. What do you think, Enzo? Who looks very uncomfortable there?
No, there's certainly some folks that have taken things way too far in this weird direction, and a lot of people are tired of that nonsense.
Yeah, I think so. I think, like I say, if you're going to make a joke about someone and it's foul, like it's not, you can tell the difference. You can tell the difference when a man or a woman make a joke about the opposite sex and it's just foul, like it's like ew, like yuck. But when it's just like we were doing before with Willie, he's going to cop it anyway with his name, right?
That's fair.
All right, it's fair to say.
What do you expect? Yeah, it's
poor old Beth has to go and put her laundry in the dryer now.
Well, she did go through 5 towels, so.
Yeah, actually, Sam's got a good point because when Crow goes live, now he did a live the other day, and I tuned in to watch. Holy moly, guacamole! Like nothing PC about that live. Like there was swearing and there was crude jokes about moisture and even worse.
Oh no, they cut her off. Crow's cronies got her.
They froze. They got her on moist.
They did. They froze her on moist, and she couldn't move after that.
You can only say moist so many times, I think.
Yeah, she reached her maximum moisture level. It's
It is funny though, to her point.
Getting that signal from Massachusetts.
Oh,
she's roboting on us.
What?
She's coming back. Factory
reset.
There she is. You're back.
I'm back. Oh no! I bet you it was YouTube about to cut me off for saying that.
That's it.
Someone, what was that?
Well,
it was the Illuminati. They're blocking my signal.
And Holly's got a question. Holly's younger than me, okay? But back then, did women just put up with a lot of shit and not think that they could have better? Talk to women over 50 and the amount of them that date rape, slapped around by a partner. Oh, I said that word. That still happens today, Holly. Like, let's not bring the conversation down. I'm over 50.
My wife right now.
Yeah,
and
I-
to be,
I've been with my wife
no,
for longer than 30 years, and I've never hit my wife. Never.
Yeah.
I've
No,
dodged a
no.
couple punches.
I'm about to say, I feel like
I would say your wife would probably shoot you.
Yeah. Oh, look, Holly. Yes, but that's happened. It still happens now. Nothing. If a man or a woman, women do it to men, and that's the other thing that gets me. Like, there are men out there, gentle men, who get bullied and beaten up and spoken down to by the women in their lives. It's just probably easier the other way around, so far as when you think of the sexes. I don't know. I'm not going to get into the logistics of it, but
Well,
it's always been that way. It's always been that way. It's always been that in some instances women can be spoken to like that and harmed. And look, it happened to me, but crikey, I still love men. Like, not all men are like the terrible shitheads I had to put up with. Do you know what I mean? And that's why now I'm single and happy to be, because I've got this, and now Big Willie can be my friend too.
heck yeah.
And like, I don't think they'd have a mean bone in their bodies. And I just think, there's probably the good outweighs the bad, but women say sexist stuff about men all the time. So,
Well, Holly, the only thing I would give Holly, and this is probably the thing that's honestly pissed me off the most about what you're hitting on, Karen, which is there was, up until the 50s, 60s, a set of way, especially in the workforce, at least in the United States, I can't speak to the rest of the world, on how women were treated in the United States. And that certainly did exist. I have no arguments there. Then there was the switch when the Me Too movement happened, when a lot of those ladies came forward and talked about really traumatic, just filthy, unjust things that took place in their work environment, right? Men and women, but mainly the men, men were given the attention. However, there was this weird shift, to your point, Karen, where you're just having these random people claim Me Too off of something that's like, and to me, disgracing those that really came forward and went through, in my opinion, real trauma. Not to disagree with your trauma that you feel for the day, because everybody's trauma is different, but you're being like cat whistled at somebody, cat call, we call it cat calling. I don't know what you guys call it there, but if somebody whistles at you or says you're looking good, same. And it's totally not like at least the generation I grew up with, that is not like, it was a big no-no.
It's not okay.
Yeah. And so you had the difference of that being equated to the same as like actually being, to the things you're hitting on, Holly, that might have taken place. Sure. And so there's that weird disparity between where real things that were wrong took place to this like other switch of like everybody's looking to be a victim. And I'm sorry, but if you're looking to be a victim, you will be a victim. Like, it's going to happen. There's no way to.
Well, you're a victim, Big Willie. You were a victim.
Fair enough. I was accosted that night. I lost some long boys then.
So I would guarantee, without being too personal, because I'm always, I don't care, I'll tell anybody anything about me, without being anyone really having to say anything, but I'll guarantee there's a lot of women in this chat that when they were younger, if they're around my age, probably their first time was not consensual. Mine was not. So I can walk in the shoes and know what that's like for that to happen to you, and it's quite terrifying. But for me, you can't let that rule the rest of your life, because otherwise you will be a victim forever. So you realize what happened, deal with it, but remember that not everybody is that person. So that's what I mean. I look for goodness in everybody, and for me to be a victim is not something you want to be. And I don't know. I just think a man making oh, look, I don't get whistled at anymore. Okay, so you're going back to the cat call thing. When I used to walk down the street, I would have, and I'd smile and think, cool, it didn't bother me. And even after, it didn't bother me because it wasn't anything scary. You know what I mean? It would be very different if it was a man in a car pulling up next to me and doing that sort of thing. Like, well, that would be, but you know what I mean? So it does depend. And Julie, you're right. Depends on what happened. But yeah, you got to try and be stronger than that and not blame all men, or vice versa, because I don't know that happens to men, but there are men out there that have been treated badly by women, and you boys probably know if you've had boy talks with your mates who have had a woman who's taken them to the cleaners and really broken him. They go through a different thing, and so it's kind of like they might not get the R word happen to them, but they kind of do get F-U-C-K in another way, and they're bitter against all women. Then from then on, they hate all women because, well, she did that to me, and I worked so hard to give her all this, and she did that to me. All women are whatever. I've heard a lot of men talk like that, which is also really sad. So it's sad on one side to hear women talk really bad like that about men, because not all men are like that, and I've learnt that not all men are like that. And the same opposite, not all women do that to men, and it's just sad because men and women are fun. I've got great girlfriends. Holly's one of them. Tanya's pretty good. I've got great girlfriends, and I've got great mates. Like, do you know what I mean? And I just think, I don't know.
And it is messed up because, like, the numbers get skewed. We have this weird thing, at least it's been my observation, especially the way I was raised. We were raised, like, very religiously, so there was this weird, like, having to be a protector and, like, just that disparity of, like, what that meant. And it was weird to see how that stood there, so that, like, if a man did anything to a female or, like, raised his voice too much, so there was a lot of people there, usually, if in a public setting, right? That would come to her aid. Whether that be other females who are like, you need to back down. And certainly, if anything got physical, dudes might not really get involved until something gets a little physical. But then it was like, it was a big deal. Whereas females hitting males, even in public, people will turn an eye to that. And that happens to this day. And at least police report rise since the 70s on, domestic abuse wise, men have been the leading victim. Not even close. Like, they're the leading victims of being domestically abused. And it is a weird thing, to your point. Even if they're not domestically being abused, they can certainly mentally get very worn down. Because everybody knows, I think, at any point, a man could do something and then there could be violence on both ends. But there is a weird game that was played for a long time where mentally, I think it wore men down a little bit. And to your point, I don't give either one a pass. I don't think it's this is better than that. Because I know what you're talking. I have one uncle who's like that about females, and it's just wild to get in that mindset where they end up like that, where they're just like broken. They can't. They don't think females are the only person they respect is their mom, and like one other lady in their life. You know what I mean? It's just a wash for them, and it's weird to see that be their mindset, and it's a little heartbreaking.
Look, it is. Let's keep it safe. I choose to focus on, if I chose to focus on all the bad shite that had happened, I wouldn't be laying next to my second mate who is laying down next to me for coming on 35 years. That's right, Kibba. But not everybody, like Julie R here is hinting at the fact that she'd much rather be taken to the cleaners than what's happened to her. A lot of us would, mate. But I've been taken to the cleaners and the rest. So I've had a bad run. But at the end of the day, I don't know.
What about this, Karen? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Enzo. Sorry.
I was just going to say I've been on the opposite side of that myself from my time in the Air Force, where I had female supervisors that kind of came on to me. This is someone that affects my performance report, what shift I'm working, all of these things. So it's like, well, I should cooperate with whatever it is they're wanting to do.
That's how you moved up so fast.
Well, there is that.
You got that game.
But it's and of course, we can make these jokes.
Yeah.
And all that. I don't really consider myself a victim in any of it, but it was certainly one of those things where if I had been like, no, you're crazy, lady, I don't want anything to do with you, my career would have been adversely affected.
Oh, yeah.
So it's certainly one of those. The one in particular that I'm thinking of, because there were two different instances during my 24 years. So you can equate that out to however you like it. But I've had, many female supervisors in the past, many of which were fine. It was the same. It didn't matter that it was a man-woman thing. There were a couple of instances where they took a shine to me for whatever reason. Well,
come on, that's true. Come on.
But, obviously I'm hard to resist, but it's not my fault. Don't judge me. But it's there were certainly instances where it was usually in a deployed location where you're not at home base, where it's not the normal infrastructure of things. Where it's this one particular person takes a shine to me, kind of a thing. I'm a lower ranking person than they are. They have effect over what schedule I work, the performance report I get at the end. All of these things. So now it's one of those like, okay, do I play along and just kind of forget it? At the end of it, because that particular person was married back home, kind of a thing. Mm-hmm. And it's like, well, this could certainly make for a very, very long, uncomfortable trip for me if I don't play along. However, the difference between men and women, it's not like, I'm going to be the one that ends up pregnant and says anything, I don't know how this happened. They attacked me. Anything like quite like that. It's not the same. But I played the game and played along with it. And as soon as we went back home, it's like none of that ever happened. It was like this. None of this ever occurred. It was all mystery. So exactly.
Here, Beth, we don't have the Fifth Amendment here in Australia, so tough titties.
You guys don't have the Fifth. Wait, do you guys have? Well, I know that. Actually, I did know that. But what is your guys'? There's got to be a thing you celebrate. Like, there's got to be a celebration of some sort for Australia, right? Like, you guys.
Yes.
You guys all put on like orange jumpsuits or like.
No, well, interesting. Holly's in the chat still, I think. If you're listening to me, Holly, school teacher that you are, pick me up on this because I can't remember exact dates. But in Australia, we have what is known as Australia Day, which I think is the 26th around about or the 28th, 26th, I feel the 26th of January. And it is to celebrate the discovery of Australia by Captain Cook. Now, you guys know who Captain Cook is, don't you? Pretty sure you do.
Pirate.
Let's call him a pirate. Not Captain Hook, Captain Cook. Okay, so Captain Cook discovered Australia.
You bought the guy in the green suit, right?
I'm sorry. Captain Cook discovered Australia. Then he went over to New Zealand, and the Maoris told him to bugger off. Then he went around here, there, and he ended up in Hawaii. And I think it was, what's the big Hawaiian chief's name?
Boy.
He was, I dreamed of Genie once.
You drain a genie? Is that what you just said?
I dream of Genie.
Oh, Jesus. Fair enough.
Major Nelson, all that.
King something of Hawaii. Anyway, Captain Cook landed on the Hawaiian beach, said, "Oi, we're taking your country too." And they went, "Yeah, no, you're not," and killed him.
They said,
"No, you're not taking our country." Boom, and he was gone. But what it used to be before it was Australia Day, I think it was the 1st of January, could have been the 2nd. This is where I need Holly. But it's called Federation Day, and that is when we've got a constitution as well, and that is when that was written up and signed. And it was called Federation Day. But
Captain Cook, not Kurt, right, for the Federation?
Yes. Cook.
Very close, right? It's so darn close, dude.
January 26th. Thank you, Holly. But when was Federation Day, Holly? Google that for me. Federation Day was the original celebratory day of being Australian.
Is it hot there right now for you guys? Is it like what?
Yeah.
Okay, because I say it's cold for us.
It's flipped. The seasons are flipped for them.
Right, because it's round. I forgot about
but what they're thinking doing with, and we used to have Guy Fawkes Day, which was our version of 4th of July. And I think it was the same date. Holly, school teacher, come on, look it up.
Like I taught you guys. How dare you tell me?
Somebody said January 26th right there. Holly did.
I did see that.
Holly. Yeah, January 26th is Australia Day. But because the truth has now come out. See, I learnt the whitewashed version of our history. So when I was at school, Captain Cook was, oh, wow, a hero. You know, you went to Captain Cook's cottage and there's a thing. But when you find out what he actually did to the Aboriginal people when he landed here, it was probably as bad as what your, I always call him Colonel Mustard, General Custer, your General George Custer.
Oh.
He was an asshole. So Cook did similar things that he did to the Native Americans. So now that we know what they all did when they landed here, it wasn't, oh, we'll give them jewelry and say thank you very much for the land. It's all very, and it wasn't. So the Aboriginal people really hate Australia Day because it coincides with the date that Cook landed and did these atrocities. And I really don't know what the problem is. Just change it back to Federation Day. I'm pretty sure Federation Day was like 1st or 2nd of January. So go back to that. And just call it Federation Day.
This goes back to what we're hitting on just a little bit earlier, which is no matter what we do, there will be somebody out there, right, who has to be offended by the choice that's been made. So, you know, I feel like people that want to be offended are going to be offended at the end of the day. I mean, here in the United States, with the rewriting of the history a little bit with Christopher Columbus, because certainly he was putting up some giant big pedestal for a while. Then there was the tearing down of Columbus and all this. But the specific killings, if we really want to get into that took place, were for people that he had helped a specific tribe. I can't remember the name of the tribe now, but he left some of his men, and the tribe started working with him, and they got wiped out by actual literal cannibals. And that was the group that he went and wiped out. He killed people who like literally ate the people that they'd left behind to try and help. That's who he wiped out, were cannibals. The story then now rolls into what it's become now. And it's like, well, he might have been the tipping, like maybe the start of some of that, but he didn't literally go through and kill everybody in the United States. He just didn't even exist for that.
Oh, no, he didn't do it by himself. Huh.
Well, but if you ask the story, it's like that's the portrayal, I should say, the way it's portrayed now for Thanksgiving Day, which is, but to be fair, to the same point, they're rewriting parts of that now. They're like, oh, the Native Americans decided we would share because there was more than enough land for everybody. It's like,
I don't think
that's the way it went down, bro. I don't think that's the way. That's not the story that's there.
Knowing English, like UK history the way I do too, I find it really hard to believe that they would have landed, the Mayfair would have landed on American soil, come to face to face with Native Americans and gone, oh, hello, can we? I just don't believe it, because the English look down their nose at everybody. They're very much the same as they did when they came to Australia, when they went to New Zealand. The only thing that stopped Cook in New Zealand was the fact that Maoris, you don't mess with a Maori. And Tanya will lay claim to that. You just don't. They're strong, like the Hawaiians were very strong. And it's amazing to me too. So, Polynesia, like you don't muck around with the Polynesian person because they're strong. They won't take any rubbish. And that's why I'm always astounded. I think the only reason maybe the Americans ever won against the Native Americans is because they had guns to start with. So, and a Native American probably only had a bow and arrow and a spear to start before they got given guns. But that's another. Sorry, puppy. That's another sausage.
Oh my God, she's an animal abuser. You guys seen it live here? Yep. Look at that poor abused.
Oh no! Look at that.
That's the Taco Bell dog.
Yeah.
That's the Taco Bell dog from the 90s.
Yeah.
Yo quiero mojito.
But there you go. But I just want to say something in the chat. Julie. That's for Julie, a cuddle and a kiss. And I'm amazed at how many ladies in here have shared their story. I've been reading it. So you see, there you go. We all handle it differently. And yes, Julie, I do understand there's some jokes that aren't funny. And I think sometimes, though, you can tell. I've been in other people's chats where there's men present, and well, no names, but you kind of hear them talking and making, not you guys, you hear them making pretty lewd jokes that really aren't funny. They're kind of very sexually a bit, but I just either choose to ignore it or look, it's getting a bit much and turn it off. Because unfortunately, not everybody has had anything bad happen to them, and they don't necessarily think before they speak. I can do that. I can not think before I speak. I do it all the time, don't I, Enzo? I say something and I go, oh, shit, I probably shouldn't have said that. Never mind. But big hugs to you, Julie.
You're very good at self-censoring. I'll give you that.
Oh, sometimes I am. And sometimes I go, bleh, and then I go, but I always apologise in the end, I think. I usually always say, sorry, God. Yeah, I'm sorry. What's Candy talking about? What I don't get is stores can't play Christmas music because it's offensive to those very few who don't celebrate it, but fireworks go off for hours on random nights, and people think it's gunshots and we're supposed to know it's for Dali or something like that. Oh, do they do firecrackers and things for that sort of thing? Ooh.
Not in the United States. We're very opposed to any explosives and or projectiles, generally speaking.
Oh, but what about... Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah, you are. I was saying, I can't remember who I was talking to when I was in Virginia City and they had their Memorial Day parade. And, it was Sunny. I'm pretty sure it was Sunny I was talking to in Enzo about the guns being fired in the parade. Like the guys were dressed in old costumes, Civil War costumes, and walking along and bang, bang. And I'm like, oh my God, they're shooting real bullets in this. Like, we don't have that here. You don't see that. We don't have guns in parades shooting them off like that. To myself on the day, because I thought, this is America. This is an old mining town that looks like an old Western town. This is America. But then I thought, hang on, where does that bullet go? But as I think it was Sunny said to me, it's more than likely blanks. But geez, I tell you what, sounds like real guns. Sounded like real guns.
For a 21 gun salute or some whatever that was that you witnessed is probably along those lines. Usually blanks.
That's what everybody tells me. The snip will be okay because it still sounds the same afterwards. And I mean, I'm taking their word for it at this point. It's just blanks, though, right?
I hope so. Well, no one got that later I know
of. I don't know. How many kids do you have now?
At least 4. At least 4.
Yeah, at least
4.
No, I do have 4. All the same mommy. That's the important. Well, I don't know if that's the important part, but all the same mommy.
Cuba. Yeah. Oh well, actually, blanks can kill you. Ask what's his name's son
Lee.
From the Crow movie. What's his name? Brandon Lee. There was another. There was another actor who was on a TV show did the same thing.
Yeah, it was. That was a little different where he thought he was, because it had blanks in it, it wouldn't hurt him, and as a joke.
Yeah. You know exactly who I'm talking. Lovely looking boy.
There's still a compression of air that obviously this is a plastic gun. It's a toy. Relax, YouTube. There is still compressed air. John Eric Hexum, who was in a TV show back in the 80s.
Yeah, John, that's him.
He was in a show called Voyagers, which is the time travel kind of a show, and then he went on to a different kind of a international model that are actually spies kind of a show. Yeah. That's the show he was in when he kept flubbing his lines and everyone was getting mad at him. He's like, here, let me just put an end to this. And he did one of these. And of course, the compression of air, it ended up putting a hole in his head. So that
sorry, I wasn't laughing at you. So sorry.
Yeah, it's all right.
I was not laughing at Enzo at all. That's not a funny situation. Anybody that might be listening, that's not funny. Okay.
But it's one of those things that even blanks can be dangerous if you're close enough to it.
A lot of people they don't realize that pressure, Enzo. Like it's crazy. Yeah. Even when like a revolver, if you have your hand like this under it and you're under the, it will cut your fingers off. The pressure coming out of the side of the cylinder, it will blow your fingers off. Yeah.
All those movies where they go, oh no, they go like that, don't they?
Well, no, as long as they're not under the gun. That's why they keep their hands back here.
He's talking about the cylinder type.
You wrap your hand around that cylinder.
Where you have a cylinder type thing, like the traditional Old West 6-shooter.
Mm-hmm.
There is a tiny gap between where the
barrel
fires,
the barrel and the bullet.
So that if you're holding down here, that's fine. If your finger was up here, it would get sliced right off. It would just, because of the escaping gases coming out from the side.
What Enzo is saying is your finger game's got to be on point.
That's right.
Or it will cause damage.
No more.
I don't need to worry about that. Where's Julia? Where are you going, Julia? Oh, hang on. That's all right.
Have enough of our foolishness, apparently.
She probably has, all right. Julia's got very short fuse. That's a joke, Julia. I hope your doggy, poor Julia's trying to make a decision. Money is an issue, as you know, with vet bills, but she's trying to decide what to do with her dog that she loves to pieces. And so I know she's very distressed at the moment, worried about her dog.
Speaking of dog, do you know a dog-faced boy? Have you ever come across this name? Because he happens to... Simon Wells. He's my brother from down under.
Dog-faced boy?
Dog-faced boy. Don't ever let him on. If you were talking about the...
He's changed it to dog face now, I do believe.
He's your southern, probably, Australian you're talking about. The one from not in even the residential areas. The man's massive. He's like 6'8". He's huge. He's just a behemoth of a man.
Too big.
But he looks cuddly, though.
Black cat. No, my weekend is nothing to do with
Adventures with Beth. I know Simon.
You know Simon. Simon Wells, my brother from
What adventures with Beth talking
He
about?
is our buddy.
Simon Wells. He's always got a drink and it looks like it's this little sippy cup in his hand because he's such a big man.
Yeah.
He's just a monster.
And he's always been like, I've been up for 14 hours. And he's just like leaning against the wall, usually yelling at us.
Black cat. But what I'm doing, mine, no, is the easy answer. No investigations while we're there. The primary purpose of the weekend is to give you all of the history of the places, who did die there, so when you do investigate, you're loaded with the correct information instead of all the BS stories you get told. And there'll be a goodies bag. So in the goodies bag, one of my things to do will be to put in little, whoever in town wants to give passes or whatever, so you can go and check things out. But once tickets are purchased, on the inventory, there'll be down the bottom who to contact for the Washoe, Mackie, the places that you can investigate in town. So if you want to do that, you can do it, but that's not what mine is. And also there's other people in town that do those anyway, and that's all they do. Personally, for me, I can't stand it. I can't stand those big group investigations. It just drives me nuts. But that's just me. I just find it too noisy. Nothing's accurate, and
it's too many cooks in the kitchen when you get that many folks together.
Yeah, but
You'll learn a lot. You'll learn a lot going out with that many people, though. Different techniques, I guess.
Yeah, you learn that a lot of people just get taken away with the moment and they carry on like pork chops over nothing. That's what I learned.
Whoa.
Yeah, I just like, oh my God. It's fun if you treat it as fun, but if you're actually treating it, this is my opinion, if you're actually treating that as something full on real, I think you could be in trouble because number one, generally you go in and nobody knows the history of the place. So you're dealing with someone who's told you the basics. You don't even know someone's name that you could be talking to on the other side. Like, you're not really armed with all the right information, and there's so much information out there that's incorrect. So that's what this thing, and Dustin Parry and David Schrader, they're aware of what this weekend's about, and so they're preparing different talks that will help people with that, but it's mainly the history. So I think if anybody comes along to this and listens to all the stories of Virginia City and the people who lived and died there, then when they come back and they do want to investigate some of those places, they can say, thank you very much to the person giving them the tour guide, but I don't need it. I don't need that because I know the history. And then you'll be able to go in and actually call upon people who did pass away there or lived there, or, and know the history of the building that you're going into. So that's the aim of the weekend. But yeah,
but this is not in the States, right, Karen? This is not Virginia. You're talking about like something there.
No, Virginia City, Nevada.
In Nevada.
In July. In July.
4th of July. Will you be here for the fight? God bless America, 4th of July, America, the bang bangs and all that?
I'll be here for the 4th. That's my plan.
Oh my gosh.
Because I've had a Thanksgiving in the morning.
Yeah, she spent last Thanksgiving here in these States, and so she experienced that. Now she gets the opposite thing where she goes to be here in the summer.
So I'm hoping going forward I can make it to America once a year for all going well financially.
Cheryl King, I live here. Mm-hmm. I'm in the mitten, smitten with the mitten, baby. It's Michigan. We just won the national championship, college football. Nobody cares, but we won that 34-13, I think.
Who cares? It's just sports.
That's right. Dumb, bloody sports.
It's just bloody sports ball.
Karen, that was my other question for you, and this is an important one. 2 parts. Yes? First of all, you may not know this one, but my kids love it. Bluey. Do you watch Bluey over there too much?
I've seen Bluey, and Bluey's house is in my neighborhood.
Really? Oh my God. That's right. Because you did say, that's why I even said it, first of all. And then secondly, did Ice, did he make it over there for you guys, Vanilla Ice, in the late 90s, early 2000s?
Yeah.
Under Pressure? I just feel like Karen got down to some Vanilla Ice back in the day. Just one song of his, at least. It came on, and she was like, I couldn't resist. And it started moving.
Stop. Hesitate and listen. Isn't that
it? No way you can hear that song come on as a Caucasian person and not immediately hit one of these and just start.
I know. Julie, I hope we do get to go to the Sally house, and I know Julie should have, I'm pretty sure she did, watched my 3 episodes, all 10 minutes only, people, so not too long, on the Sally house and the history of the Sally house. So what was that thing you were talking about? A churro or something? A Tulsa? What's it called? The things that you make up in your mind and bring to
tulpa. A tulpa.
Tulpa. I reckon that could be what's happening in the Sally house, because when you watch my episodes, you know that there was never a Sally. A doctor never operated on a girl in that house, and it's all a load of crap. That's what I'll say. And if you ever get there, Julie, remind me, and I'll remind you. You just watch my 3 episodes, Julie. Just find them. If I'm dead, they'll still be there. And remember to ask for Agnes or Thomas or Charles or Michael. There's plenty of people that passed away in that house you can talk to. Just saying. Enzo already knows I get a bee in my bonnet. I've researched that.
I'm going to give it to Karen right now. Best sayings on the internet right now. Be in a bonnet, she said. And earlier, what did she say? Get a helmet already? I mean, my God. This lady is simply sensational. Oh, she might be back. She is. She's rebooting.
Thank you, Faith. I can't see. I missed that one. Missed what one? Oh, you missed my Sally House episodes. Is that what you're talking about? I could have missed any. Thank you, Julie. Julie watches my videos. I work very hard on my videos.
Oh, you know what?
That's
I can
why it's taken a while
subscribe.
to take out. Yeah, like and subscribe.
I just subscribed, guys. I just did it. I rang that
Really?
bell. Very just did it.
I just saw. What did I miss? I was looking at something, and now it's gone. Must be further back up. Hang on a second.
What does the doof? And I'm sure you're probably tired of answering this, but I'm new to the channel. But what is the doof part?
Originally, my channel was Karen from Australia. That was it. Karen from Australia. That was my channel name. And I was in a live stream with Crow, and we were doing a trivia thing. And he named everybody. He gave everybody a name. When he named me, I just got through we were talking about music that we like, right? And people were saying, I like this, I like that. And I said, instead of saying what I like, I said, I hate that doof music. And people from America went, what? What doof? I said, like you're in a car and someone pulls up next to you and you hear from the car next door. I said, doof music. So Crow named me Doof Paranormal as a joke, and it's stuff.
That's how I got my nickname.
Right. It's electronic music. It's doof.
That's it.
That's the music at that club that I work at. EDM.
Exactly. I knew you'd get that. Yeah.
Black cat, come on, get a wiggle on. Actually, I looked at a lot of my older stuff the other day that I did, like when I first started the channel, and I'm like, oh, geez. It's not horrible, but compared to how I put things together now. And then I looked at an episode the other day, I only just put out the other day, and I thought, what the hell? It didn't look like that when I edited it, and something's happened with the overlay, and I thought, I just can't be bothered. No one said anything, so it shows you how much they actually watch my episode and probably just listen. Wyatt Earp, I can't believe it. I thought he was dead. Hi, Wyatt Earp. That's one place I'd like to go. Tombstone.
Oh yeah, super. It's Damascus handcrafted steel battle axe right there.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, listen, tell you what.
I used to hang it above my head for extra and sensational moments. For when I was doing the show in the old house, in the basement, it would hang down, and the axe would hang there with the helmet on it.
You used to have the helmet on.
Yeah.
That was for some of the after-hour parties. If he liked you, remember the horns would go up. If you
do you remember that?
Yeah.
We did used to do that to people, didn't we? I don't even know if this can fit on with the headset. I don't think it can.
Remember all those weapons in Star Trek? The what do you call them? Remember, what was his name? Worf?
Yeah, Worf.
Klingon. Yeah, remember all those big Klingon sharp, funny knives and stuff? I used to have one of the chess sets. Remember the chess sets that were 3-dimensional?
Oh, yeah.
My ex-husband got it in the divorce.
What a lousy bastard, honestly.
Taking the deal, your 3D chess set.
Yeah, and I used to like it. I never used it. I just used to like looking at it. It was impressive.
What do you
I'd like to go. But now, for the moment, I'm in love with Virginia City, so that's where I'll go. But yeah. I don't know. I just feel I like Virginia City. I saw someone on Facebook call my event. What did he call it? Griff Fest. And I thought
Fest.
Griff
Fest? Like a grifter. I guess that's what he meant.
Yeah.
How the hell is that a grift fest?
Wow. I said to Janice, who's this wanker? And she said, what's that? I said, what an asshole. And I said, bloody hell. Because I'm asking locals, because I really want it to be for the locals, so that people come there and go stay in town. So I want them to stay in town. I want them to go shopping in town, eat in town, do the sites in town, because there's tons. So on this particular Facebook post, I wrote, if any of the merchants in town want to put something in the goodies bag with, like, you know, like to advertise their wares, so to speak, and then that way people who get the goodies bag, like the lady who's going to give me the brownies, people will eat those brownies, and I guarantee they're going to want to buy more. And then she can put a little card with them, and they can go up and buy some brownies or some of her other cakes or something. Like, you know what I mean? And it's not like I'm asking them to pay for it. Like, they don't have to. I'll be happy just putting bloody Vegemite and Tim Tams in it. I don't care. I'm just offering it out there. But this dude writes a thing, Griff Fest, and I'm like, wanker. But there you go. That's just how I felt. I thought, don't you? It's far from that.
So, Sonny and Willie, do you remember the beginning to Bonanza, where it would show the old map and it would catch on fire?
Yeah,
Virginia City is on that map. It's right there.
Well, that's the Virginia City they were supposed to come into all the time. There's actually an old Bonanza episode where I think it's who was the little one, Michael's character.
Little Joe, Michael Landon.
Little Joe falls in love with Julia Bulette. But yeah, they used to ride from the Ponderosa down to Virginia City in like an hour or something. But it's
that's basically the center of that entire show.
Yeah, it is Virginia City. They're always in Virginia City. So I wonder if they ever filmed any of it there. Probably not.
Do you guys think you had like the same timeline as us in Australia?
What do you mean?
Well, did you go around in the 50s in Australia acting the way the people in the United States were acting in the 50s? I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It was the same.
Leather jacket, cigarettes,
like Grease style. When you take the movie Grease, that's what I'm saying.
My dad used to have that. I wish I could find some old photos, but I'm not on the correct computer. My dad, they had different gangs. So you had the ones that had like the Fonzie haircuts, and then you had the ones that were like Richie and whatever. But yeah, we did. We copied everything America did. We loved America. Australia loved America. Except for my grandpa, who fought with the American
Australian Fonzie.
Yeah, my grandpa.
I feel like it's shifted, right? Is there the same love for America? I don't feel like, Americans don't even love America right now. So I mean, it's a hard go of it, you know.
Yeah.
Should love it because we pay for everything here.
It's kind of like I think I still love America because I grew up watching everything American, you know. And I learned your American history. I used to bury my head in history books about American history, and I love it. It's got such a beautiful history. And look, every country did something wrong to their natives, the natives of the country. I used to watch cowboy and Indian movies, and I used to want the Indians to win, especially if they had their horses. I used to like watching them on their horses. But yes, every country has that horrible history, which I hope most of us as human beings have evolved into not wishing to ever do that to anybody again.
Karen has become one with the there are wild horses that are up around Virginia City. So
I love the wild horses. Yeah, I do. I love the Mustangs. The locals whinge about them all the time, and I think you guys need to pull your head in because people like me come to Virginia City to see the wild Mustangs. So look after them because they're gems and they're cute, and they let me pet them.
Karen, what are your thoughts and or feelings on unicorns or the background of that?
I think they're real.
I love it.
I think they're real. But they're only like in mountain spaces and stuff. I think Bigfoots ride around on them.
Oh,
bro. So like big unicorns, not like little puny.
That's
big unicorns.
A draft horse unicorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking Clydesdale level here as well.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they're interdimensional beings. That's what I think.
What about oh dang, the name slips me. What is the name, Enzo? The trees that what are they called? Nymphs or like walking trees? What are they called?
Treants are like what we saw in Lord of the Rings and things like that were actually living trees.
What's the?
Oh yeah. I used to watch HR Pup and stuff. HR Pufnstuf had trees. I think that I will never see a tree that's pretty as me, or something like that. The tree used to say. I think that I shall never see another tree as pretty as
I
me.
only remember the evil mushrooms that would turn you into a mushroom if you talk to them.
Don't you remember? Sonny's looking at me on
I don't
mushroom.
remember that.
But what if we were all mushrooms at one point? We know it's probably the oldest living organism. It's the only thing that we eat that's a vegetable that we describe as a meat versus a veggie, right? People eat a good beefy portobello and they're like, oh, it had a good meaty flavor. That's not very cool. It's just a veggie.
Oh, I saw someone mention John Farnham, and John Farnham is someone I absolutely adore Johnny Farnham too. Johnny Farnham's an Australian singer. I used to go out with his brother, Black Cat, Stephen. There you go.
These are just legendary nicknames. Black Cat, Doof Doof, I'm telling you.
I know.
Yeah.
There's some good ones.
Australia's just where it's at. Dog face boy.
Candy. Who sings that song?
It means that you should swing out to Virginia City when she's here later this year.
I'm trying to make it I can even make it down to the Kansas City one. I need to set that up in a year in advance, right?
Kansas City? What's going on in Kansas City?
No, it was where did you guys have the paranormal meetup with Mark and Phil? That was in that in Missouri?
That was in Caney, Kansas, which is like in the southeast part of Kansas.
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry.
Very tiny towns. These are very tiny little places.
Julie's correcting you. Mushrooms are not the oldest organism.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
What is
They're
Julie?
not?
What is?
Yeah, who sat there and figured that out? I always wonder about that when they talk about animals and they go, oh, they feel this and they talk about this. And I'm like, how do you know? Okay.
Maybe
all right.
There's time travel and we just don't know. And they've gone back in time and seen these things. And then they come back to the future and just make out that they dug it up.
When it comes to mushrooms, anything are possible.
Papa Willie.
My ceiling. Papa Willie.
Oh my goodness! Look who it is,
Listen.
Papa Willie.
Hello, Papa Willie, and thank you for the birthday wish.
Do you know who Papa Willie is? Do you remember?
Karen, do you like
very briefly once on Sunny Show?
Papa Willie sat down behind you, didn't he, Sonny?
Yeah, it's over here. Yep.
Yeah, I know who Papa Willie is. I've seen Papa Willie. I'm sorry, Big Willie. What were you asking?
No, I was just gonna tell Black Cat I can't eat mushrooms.
I love mushrooms.
I've tried them in so many. The only mushroom I ever tried that was decent was morel mushrooms. I found these wild morels, and we did a little bit of butter, and we fried them, and made a little bit of flour and butter. But other than that, I can't do mushrooms, man.
That's how I cook my mushrooms. Butter, a little bit of flour, lots of pepper, not salt, just lots of pepper.
Like fresh
Lots of
ground
pepper.
black pepper.
Yeah. And stir them up. I can't. That it has to be on meat. So I have to cook a nice steak or chicken or a chicken.
Wow,
breast.
you guys, you're still eating meat in Australia? Don't you laugh at me? Don't you guys laugh?
We grow our own meat here because we don't want to hurt no animals.
You got kangaroo. What are you talking about? Come on.
I don't eat kangaroo.
You never tried it even once?
I just can't eat Skippy. And the Australians, probably Tanya too knows who Skippy was. I can't eat Skippy. Skippy the bush kangaroo. Julie says the earliest life forms we know of were microscopic organisms, microbes, that left signals of their presence in rocks about 3.7 billion years ago. Ooh, Julie's clever. There you go.
Julie, you're so smart. Maybe that's why they all say we have rocks for brains. That's what I was told growing up. No, it makes sense, Julie.
That could be where that comes
I was
from.
like, that's because I'm
were
ancient, bro.
Yeah.
I've totally got the microorganisms in there.
Neolithic. Yeah.
Tanya doesn't like mushrooms either.
Yeah, I can't do it. And I've tried them. I feel bad. Some people have gone out of their way. Like, they went and bought these really fancy portobellas. They did it all up like a burger, and they're like, oh, you'll love it. And I was like, don't waste the money on me.
So as a
bacteria.
meat replacement? No.
Yeah, a lot of humans are germs, so that makes sense.
Do you guys ever think about the total ecosystem that the Germanology just lives in us, right? Like their ecosystem of existence? Like, what was that movie in the early 2000s? What was that called? It had Bill Murray was in it. And, like, remember the pill went inside of him? It showed, like, how he got sick. Remember he ate, like, the food fell down on, like, the monkey poop, and he ate it, and it gave him this rare bacteria. Osmosis, reverse osmosis or something? It was Bill Murray. It was Bill Murray and Chris Rock.
I remember an original movie from the 60s with, I want to say Jane Fonda, where you swallowed a pill and they were in like the pill was a capsule. They shrunk people down, put them in the capsule, and they swallowed the capsule, and the capsule went inside the person's body.
Only Jane Fonda could pull this film off. Because honestly, the minute you sat down at the sales pitch, like, what's your movie about? Like, right. So we put people in a pill, and we swallow those people. And they were like, but we got Jane Fonda. And then they were right back in. There's no way you
Fonda. I want to say it was Jane Fonda. My daughter, Fonda, Sunny Sock, said people who eat kangaroos are evil. My daughter is
Fantastic Voyage with Raquel Welch. Is that what we're talking about?
That's it. Raquel Welch. There you go. It was close. I was close. Jane
Donald
Fonda.
Pleasant's the bad guy. Who knew?
Male, female. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter these days.
Raquel Welch, Jane Fonda. Gigantic difference.
I love you, Karen.
Jane Fonda. What was the movie Jane Fonda wore them high boots in? Oh, no, hang on. I'm thinking
Barbarella.
And then, Barbarella. Yeah. I mean, Jane Fonda was a good-looking woman.
She was never loved, though, after, at least in it depends on who you talk to now. Yeah, she's a touchy subject, having had a bunch of family that served in the military. No joke, at the VFW, they've got her picture in every one of the urinals. Every one of them.
Yes, that's absolutely true.
Yeah, not a lot of love there.
Hanoi Jane.
A huge difference. Yeah, she wasn't very popular, and her hair looked horrible. She had that dolly haircut.
That was really the larger crime, but
I think that was the larger crime, that haircut. But yeah,
the outfit with the plastic boob that was the real crime.
The selling point.
I mean, she obviously did not think before she went and did all that shit. No. She really didn't. But anyway, that doesn't matter.
Do you have a birthday tiara on right now?
I always wear a tiara.
Oh my goodness!
I've got many looks.
Oh my goodness, that's a full-on crown. Yeah, that's the Queen's Guild right there.
And there's this one.
Man.
Call me Princess Karen. It's Tanya's fault. Tanya said I was a fairy princess or something.
Showing us the royal treatment.
Queen Karen. Oh.
What's wrong? What did I miss?
Probably.
What did you say, Enzo?
I didn't say anything.
Julie, what did he just say?
I didn't say anything.
I don't know where Sunny Sock's disappeared to. Sunny Sock. Ooh, people in the chat. Say hello.
Oh no, the other Sunny. Sorry.
The others.
Yep, no, she's disappeared. We took our pussycats to the vet this morning. They all had to have a checkup. And then I paid the bill.
Ooh.
Christ. There's nothing even wrong with the cats. They're perfect. But they got a checkup.
I think about this. No, I don't think about that. Never mind. That was a rare moment of me catching myself. I normally just hear the words the same time you guys are hearing them, but I caught myself.
Who are you?
I don't know. I'm controlled tonight, I guess. I don't know. Man.
Big Willie on his best behavior. This is a rare sight indeed.
It is Karen's birthday. We got to be respectful now.
Yeah, hey, watch it. Whatever it is. Hey, watch it. I don't know. Yeah, there's Sunny Sock. That's my daughter.
Hey, Sunny Sock.
Oh, you paid for it. Freak. You're calling your mother a freak. Right.
On her birthday.
On my birthday, you're banned.
Oh. Who has the power? Shut her down right now. Ban her.
Really paid for it.
Put her in timeout.
why is your kitty stinky, Julie?
Is that a skunk?
Now listen, I'm talking about her cat. All right.
This is why we keep laughing, because you.
What am I saying? All things that are wrong. Sorry.
I think things have different meanings there than they do here.
Okay.
Ah.
Well, I don't know what I'm saying that has the wrong meaning. Look at Big Willie's. What did I say, Enzo? What did I say?
I'm not saying that.
What did I say? What did I say, Julie?
You just asked, why does her pussy smell like low tide? I don't see what the big deal is.
No, I said, why is your... Oh, okay. Jesus. Oh, look at
She
it.
didn't even ask. Julie just volunteered that information. It wasn't even a question.
Look at this. Look at this, Enzo. Look at this. This is my child. I didn't send you 160. And now I'm an evil mother. Oh, I tell you what. Well, Julie did say kitty, and I'm pretty sure I said kitty. I said, why do you have a smelly kitty?
Oh.
So settle down.
Oh, no, you said that. It translates to that here.
Sad. We're all so mature.
No. I don't know when you're going to go back to being a teenager. You know.
Oh, man.
Oh, dear. So there you go. Look at the time here.
That's
I've been on
Almost
for nearly
3
3 hours. Crap.
That's a long
I'll wind
time.
it up. I'll wind it up in 15, 10. I'll wind it up before the 3 hour mark. But yeah, I'm glad I've amused you, Big Willie.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, just the accent alone, priceless, right? I mean, pure joy just on that, let alone the interaction.
Thank you, Julie. Julie's sticking up for me. Thank you. See that sunny sock? Wow. Oh, my God. Children.
Oh, man.
Why do we have them? I'm being ruled. Sometimes she talks to me like I'm a child. The other day I was loading the dishwasher and she's standing there looking at me load the dishwasher. And I'm like, what are you looking at? She goes, I can't remember the word, but something along the lines of just watching how you don't know how to load the dishwasher. Like, righto, Mum.
Do you guys...
Okay, Wyatt. Night, Wyatt. I'm not sure what time it is, but if you're in America, I'm guessing it's late. What time is it, Enzo?
Central Time Zone, it's almost 11:20 p.m.
Oh, crikey. All right. Well.
Do you guys have a lot of Fisher Paykel units there? Is that popular for you guys?
Yes.
Yeah, you do. Little what do you call it? Who's the guys? The Kiwis. Who are the Kiwis to the left of you guys there? Who's the
Kiwis?
Yeah, the country, the Kiwis.
New Zealand?
New Zealand. Yes, that's where the Fisher Paykel comes from. I was just wondering if you guys had a lot. You guys get a lot of Bosch there? You said you have a lot of Germans, though. Do you have a lot of Bosch units, too?
Yeah,
Bosch dishwashers are the ways to go, for sure.
We didn't make dishwashers. We made car parts when I was there.
Oh, car parts.
The electronic ignitions I used to make. Isn't that interesting? Not
Wow.
Really.
There you go.
Oh, and I also made alternators.
For cars?
The what?
Yeah.
Which cars?
Holdens, Fords.
Okay.
So,
Ford.
Ford, but not your. Oh, well, I don't know if they were ever used in your Holdens and Fords. It's possible, but yeah, Robert Bosch made the parts for the Holdens, the Commodores, which were a car back in the day, and I don't know what. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. You had an equivalent, so your General Motors, I think. You did have equivalent. Except your cars are always so much bigger. Like your Fords are huge. Our Fords are bigger than Holdens as well, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's what I used to do at Bosch. How long did I work at Bosch for? I want to say 5 years. I think I was at Bosch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I made all those sorts of things.
That's no
Is that
easy
like
task. They have
assembly
a high
line work,
standard.
Yeah, they did have
Very high standards.
absolutely.
I work on
It
their
was good
stuff a
pay
lot.
too back in the day. They said to get a good pay. And then my husband joined the Air Force and we moved. So there you go.
Oh, what a wanker. Joining the Air Force? Could you imagine talking to somebody from the Air Force?
What a nerd.
Sonny, can you imagine? Strong breeze would blow him away, honestly. Let's be facing the facts. We thank you for your service, Sonny. No reason. Enzo, I thank you for your service. I appreciate it. I didn't know if Sonny was going to let it roll.
Sonny.
I did say Sonny, but he just let it go.
Why
He was
why distract?
yeah, how many trips around the sun? Sunny Sock here wants to know.
How many do you think, daughter? Well, let's see if she guesses correctly. She'll probably say something smart like 100.
50.
I know the answer.
51.
Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Catherine. That's marvelous. Oh, yeah. Now you're just being silly.
Oh, you see?
I wouldn't. This is my daughter. She's going to get killed.
Wow.
Get off the computer. Oh, my God.
Hey, let's make at least 18. We need legal age there. My goodness.
That's
I
right.
can't be hanging out with a minor. That's just weird at that point.
Someone said if you could go back in time, I would never want to go through being a teenager again, and I wouldn't want to be 20 again. Oh, geez. What a
All of your
horrible
20s? All of your 20s or just early 20s?
early 20s. Yeah. If I could do the 25 and onwards again, but you see, they'd have to put you back with what you know now, and then that would make you make different life choices. So that's what's the word? There's a word for that. Like paradox.
Butterfly effect. Is that it?
Paradox.
Yeah.
It's
But could you imagine? I mean, real talk. Could you imagine if we could all go back with the knowledge we have right now and restart life at 12? Bro.
I'd be a millionaire.
You couldn't stop anybody. I don't think you could stop anybody. If they knew everything they knew now, you put them back at age 12, how do you not come out super successful from that? Just think about your investments alone.
But just think about it. You could go back in time and stop certain events in history happening,
Yes.
certain leaders happening.
Wow, this took a turn.
Yeah,
Whoa, this really took a turn.
we'd be on Sunny Tube right now.
Then maybe if you thought about it and got the right people in charge.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I didn't know where you were going with it.
No,
I thought you were going like Mona
Mary-
Lisa style or something. Not Mona Lisa. Who's the queen they beheaded? Who is God? What's her name?
Oh, Mary Antoinette.
Yeah, the prince. Yeah, I thought you were going there. I thought that's maybe where we were going.
Well, off with their heads. No, just make sure that it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
my
guys have
daughter just-
prime ministers, though, right? Not a president.
yeah, it's kind of like guess who your prime minister is this week here in this country. Although we've had the one we've got the one we've got now for a while, I think. But yeah, for a time there, it was like we vote for somebody, they get in, and then they decide they don't like that leader and boot him out. You see, I think in America it works a bit different. You do vote for the party, so to speak, but you vote for the person. Is that correct? Because here in Australia, we have someone who fronts the party, but we're not necessarily voting for him. We're voting for the party. He just happens to lead it at that time.
Yeah,
So
it's
when
a
he
little
gets in, when he gets in, if he screws up and makes people angry, we boot him and we put someone else. We have another election and we put someone else as the leader of that party. Whereas if you had that in America, technically speaking, you wouldn't have the problem you've got now, because you could have said, bugger him off and we're going to vote someone different in. But yeah, you can't do that there, which is a bit of a bugger.
big happy birthday, Karen, from Jess Rogie, a good friend of
Oh, hello.
Escape Assimilation Radio, bro.
That's it.
Thank you for that. Thank you. But yeah, geez, we get deep sometimes in my conversations when we try to keep. But I'm hoping we sort of help some people out today anyway. Let them know they're not on their own necessarily.
Oh, and that's certainly true. Yes.
Yeah. We still try to keep it light. So long as we avoid
every change you make in any kind of branching timeline, everything's going to be different, and you can't predict what's going to happen after that change. So,
I just been staring at the dudes behind us the whole time, just trying to honestly figure out who they are. I'm not even going to lie. I've been so distracted.
How do I do that?
I've been like, there's just a sexy bald man right there. You know, I think
if I remove
this has been like trying to stare right here, right through here.
Doof, paranoid. Whoa.
Oh, you're all back with different
We're rearranged. Ooh.
Did you see it?
I got moved up.
Did you see it?
I did see it.
Yeah. So that's I did
this
that.
Is the big meetup in Virginia City that we've been talking about.
Oh, okay. When is that happening?
July 12 through 14.
Oh, you missed the 4th of July. You will have
I'll be there for the 4th of July.
Oh, you will be. God bless the USA. I'll tell you what, we make fire in the sky. I'll tell you. Dude, some of them go
drive
wild.
Up there early and celebrate with there. Yeah.
I can't.
Be early.
You guys have fireworks, right? You have fireworks there, clearly, obviously. No, shut up.
We do, but only the pyrotechnics are the only ones that are allowed to let them off for,
it's like California.
We have rules here, whatever, that say you're not supposed to do stuff.
I'm a pyrotechnic person.
Exactly.
Let them off,
because of the Second Amendment. I can certainly do.
I can't express to you how many hands are lost every 4th of July. And I mean, just looks like the alien limbs hanging there because they can't figure out when they've lit it and they throw their beer instead of the firework, and they just.
Tanya,
it's sad but true.
Tanya, what did I miss? Tanya will tell me what I missed. Yeah, our neighbours set off firecrackers on New Year's and woke me up. Yes, isn't that shocking?
But you celebrated, didn't you? You woke up and you're like, yeah, Australia. What was it called? Federation Day or something?
No,
Captain Kirk, take us into take us away.
It was New Year's Eve.
You see with Captain Kirk that time instead of Captain Hook.
Captain Cook. Actually, when I was
characters than the last one.
I used to call him Captain Hook when I was a little girl because I used to get confused because they sound so alike. But yeah. Oh, there you go, Sunny Sock. When you become Prime Minister. When she becomes Prime Minister. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Morgan. I didn't get to say hi. Well, you were saying bye as you were leaving. I didn't get to say goodbye to you because my microphone was all jacked up. So goodbye.
Who are you going? Where are you going?
Well, what? Morgan wasn't more. Am I missing things here? Catherine Morgan. Was that who was on here earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. People come and go, don't they?
Well, not this person. This person was here, present when I was here.
Steph, that's Guy Fawkes night, isn't it? November 5th. I was trying to remember. I asked Holly earlier to tell me when Guy Fawkes was. Yeah, Guy Fawkes was an Englishman in the, I want to say 1600s. He went into Parliament House in England and tried to blow it up, but they got him, and Guy Fawkes ended up hung, drawn and quartered or something like that.
There's no way this is a real name. Guy Fawkes?
Guy Fawkes. Guy, G-U-Y, Fawkes, F-A-U-L-K-S.
Yeah, I would have spelled that wrong for sure every time, 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah, Guy Fawkes night. Oh, actually, Cheryl spelt it different. I thought it was, but anyway.
I would have been F-O-R-K-S, baby, because I can't spell. So Guy Fawkes it would have been. I would have been telling that history lesson to all those kids, teaching them about Guy Fawkes.
I think the reason we celebrated it was because he did what he did was like a political move. Like he wasn't a politician. It was just, I can't remember what was going on in the day, but he wanted to make a point, obviously, and the leaders of the country back then were pretty bad. And so he was deemed a bit of a hero. And so every 5th of November, we would have Guy Fawkes night where everyone would let off firecrackers in the street. And then little people started to blow their fingers off and whatnot. And the government said no more to firecrackers.
Sunny Sock, you get it. Guy Forks. I was just picturing a dude sticking a fork in an electrical thing and being like, and then Guy Forks.
You know, I stuck a knife in a toaster once and got thrown across the room.
Wait, retell your story?
Huh? Yeah, that's sorry. I'm Australian. I talk a bit too fast. When I was 13, I was home alone. And
13?
I was making myself some toast. Oh, I was home alone earlier than that, but this particular day I was home alone.
That's not the concerning part for me. Continue your story, though, and I'll tell you what was concerning.
Okay, so when I was home alone at 13, I was making some toast, and I put the toast in the toaster, and it was one of those old-fashioned toasters that you pull the front of it down and sort of sit the bread on the lid and then shut the lid, and it sort of, flings up. Well, when I went to open the toaster to get my toast out, it was sort of stuck to the parts that cook it. I got a knife and tried to get it off, and I stuck the knife, and I still to this don't know why I didn't grab and die, but somehow I got thrown. I got kicked. So, and I got thrown. I landed. I know where the toaster was. It was on the bench, and I got thrown back against the wall. And I remember for about a good couple of hours, I had this massive ache all up the side of me. Never called. My mum come home, and I told her what I did, and she goes, "Oh, okay, well, don't do it again." I'll never do it again. I never did it again.
1.21 gigawatts. That's fine. Yeah.
I did not think that was the direction the story was going. Originally, I just thought we were going to say, because I was thinking Guy Fawkes sticking a fork into an outlet, so I thought at the age of 13 that you stuck literally a fork into an outlet, and that's why I was laughing.
I stuck a butter knife into the outlet.
How silly do you think I am?
No, not. I've definitely done what you have done, but we have AC current here. Do you have AC, or did you have AC at the time?
Yeah, we have AC. Yeah,
you've got
AC/DC.
Yeah,
we've got AC/DC. You know,
I've never. Who's that?
The music.
I'm just.
Bloody hell.
It's a band. Never mind that. It's
You
have 220 volt 50 hertz though. So that's a little different from what we're used to, which is 110 at 60.
We shouldn't be this mean to Karen. It's her birthday. We should.
Yeah, Julie, I was left home about before that because my mum, I was only a year, about 10. So my mum would go out for the evening because she was only young. I forgive her now. She had me when she was 17, so she was 27, and she would go out, on the town, so to speak, and I would be left home to babysit my younger sister and be left to make our dinner, which was generally a cheese toasty under the griller. I can't even believe I wouldn't let my 10-year-old cook anything under a griller now. The grill. But yeah, I was 10, and we were always home alone. And then I think just after I electrocuted myself, I went to live with my grandparents. So there you go. My mum kept my sister, but she didn't want me.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That's not nice of her. I wasn't quite expecting that dark curve that she just threw in there. Sunny Sock, your mom is a G, bro. She's out here like, dang.
I think you were 3, Sunny Sock.
You gave her a sock to just chew on.
Yeah, I just said, take this off. I'll be home tomorrow.
I want her to bite her tongue off. I mean, come on.
Man. Oh, Crow is here. The one you were talking about. Crow is here.
Yeah, Crow's here. Hey, Crow. Hey, Crow. Do you want to come in quickly and say hello, or have you not got your face on? Crow makes me laugh.
Hey, Crow. Come in for a quickie. Just for Karen's birthday.
Yeah. Hang on a second. I'll just see. He might. Sometimes I don't know what Crow's been up to today. So, hang on. Where are we?
You guys ever just go back and watch some of the old? One of my favorite things to do when I'm relaxing and I've had some stuff to relax. Go watch the old 50s and 60s ideas of sci-fi. It's so priceless. Like Lost in Space. You ever watch the old Lost in Space?
Oh, I love Lost in Space.
Yeah. And then you look at like the new stuff. Have you watched the new Lost in Space? Have you watched
Oh,
that?
William, stay away from that creature.
Yeah, it was. He used to say, back. He used to say he's aching back all the time, and then whenever Dr. Smith was in trouble, he'd grab William to protect him.
Yeah, exactly.
That was protection.
How was the dad in that entire series like, Will, come away from the pedophile. Just come over here. Robot, kill Dr. Smith. And that would be everything would be great after that.
That's my point.
It was a joke, Sonny Sock. It was a joke. I'm older than Lost in Space. Stop that.
Sonny, do you notice how I'm not sure when your daughter was born. I'm not sure. But do you notice how
2005.
Oh my God. Not even the 1900s. So, do you notice how everybody from the year 1900 on, a lot of us, just a little smidge, just a little touch of the autism, right? Just a little, in the best positive way. But literally a ton of us. Maybe it's always been there and we're just calling it what it is now. I don't know what the deal is on that, but a lot of us, it seems, now,
I think you're right. Could be something in the food, or let's not get political, but, the immunisations, a bit of, who knows. But either way, we're screwed, so it doesn't matter.
Wreck-It Rod? Karen, you think Big Willie might have been a big deal? Let me introduce you to Wreck-It Rod. The man, the myth, the legend. Wreck-It Rod? Are you kidding me? Karen, this is truly a birthday gift.
Yes.
Truly.
Yeah.
I mean,
What did I say?
can anybody say Zaddy, or is it just me in here? I
Oh, Wreck-It Rod.
don't know.
Hello.
He's actually a pretty good guy, though.
Is he?
What's up, man?
Oh, gosh.
He makes his living, though, a little... It's intriguing how he makes his living. I don't know if we can talk about it fully on here, but...
Who, Wreck-It Rod?
He's a very successful entrepreneur there. I mean,
What,
to each their own.
Male prostitute?
It's not exactly. Okay, so he's a very good gamer, but he games sometimes nude. It is true that he does occasionally game in the nude. And who doesn't? Have you ever gamed? Just being in the nude in general sometimes make things a little better. So gaming in the nude.
Find your niche.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's not on the OnlyFans, is he?
Well, no, it's only dadsbods.com. I'm actually one of the co-founders.
Yeah.
Because to be fair, if we're going to have OnlyFans, only dad bods. Come on.
Only themselves.com, maybe. But it's
Sonny Sock has a
certainly...
question. Wreck-It Rod?
Let me tell you, the name is not an acronym, okay? Let me tell you, ladies, okay? Let me just let you know.
You're shy. When you go in there, you don't know what joystick he's going to have in his hand. That's
exactly.
You don't know what
and there's little buttons you can push to make things happen, things swing by, things nick things. Karen, it's very doof related, honestly,
Oh, gosh.
But hey, thanks for stopping by, Rod. Thank you. We just want to give you a shout out.
Actually, we don't know who Wreck-It Rod is. We were just making all that up.
No idea who that dude is.
we know him.
I've hung out with the guy. First time I ever met him, the man took his shirt off and hugged me, nipple to nipple. We clasped in a big...
Are you telling the truth?
No, this is truly how we met the first time. Him and I went up north. Some other buddies. And we removed his clothing. I wasn't fast enough, so we just embraced, honestly. Almost nipple to nipple. Maybe next time, Ron, I'll be ready. But just that time, there was a little cloth in between us.
No,
Aren't you the same person earlier that was complaining about the young girl grabbing your beard?
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that.
Golly.
Well, there's, Yeah, exactly, Rod. If you want to, I don't know if you're allowed or not. I don't know what the rules are.
No.
His favorite thing to say when he comes in a room is, "Hello." That's his favorite thing. He enters a room. Every time he enters a room, he just goes, "Hello, anybody in here?" Doesn't matter if there's a group of people or nobody. It's just how he introduces himself. He can get so far into a conversation you won't even know who you're talking to because you answer him. You just go, "Yeah, I'm here," and he just bypasses the name thing, and then you just start talking.
Is that because he doesn't remember anyone's name?
Possible. I won't lie. There is a possibility of that.
It's horrible when you meet somebody and they introduce themselves, and you might be kind of like you're talking to someone. Someone says, "Oh, hi, I'm Mary," and you go, "Oh, hey, Mary," and then you turn back, and then a few minutes later, you think, "Shit, what did they say their name was?" And then you think, "Oh, crap." And if you're lucky, the person that you're talking to can say that was Mary. Or if you're really unlucky, it was. And then later on, you'll get some person say, "Hey, we met at such and such." And you'll go, "Was that Mary?" Like, I hate that because you feel like it makes them feel like you don't want to say, "I forgot your name," because you don't want to insult them. But sometimes you've got to because, dear me.
Yeah, I mean, if the worst is when they really know you, when they act real chum with you, right? And they're like, "Oh, hey, how's it going, Karen? How's the kids been? And they start naming your kids, and you're like,
Yes.
Who are you? Have we met before? Is this another multi-dimensional? Have you slipped through and you just don't know that you're in the new dimension yet? This is the Earth I operate in. Where have you come from?"
I have had that happen a couple of times, but my career was nursing, so it did happen that sometimes when you're nursing people to make them feel a little better or whatever, you often talk about, you're not supposed to really, but when you're dealing with people that are ill, you might say, "Oh yeah, I've got." "Oh, you've got blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I've got children. Oh, how many have you got?" And you might say whatever. And then later on, when that person's well and they're not in a hospital bed, you might bump into them in the supermarket, and they'll go, "Oh, Karen, how did it?" And they're well. You don't recognize them because they're not laying in a bed sick. And you're like, "Shit." And you're really like, "Oh, really good. And how are you?" And then until you milk the conversation enough to work out where you've met the person, it's kind of like, "How do you know stuff about me?" And then you realize, "Oh, because I told you."
and for you, like you're saying, it's nothing, but for them, you were this life force that helped them get through this sick moment. Like you're a big deal to them. You're a very big deal, and you're just like, "Oh, Jesus Christ, I don't know where you're at." How do I put this? You might be a blip on my radar, and then I don't remember. Hopefully, what you were.
I know the day we met was epic for you, but for me, it was a Tuesday. I apologize. For,
it's not that. I do have patients that I well remember. Because they, for whatever reason, had an impact on me as well. But there's a lot, you go into work and you might be dealing with 10 people in your area, up to 20 sometimes in your area. Some of them come and go in a day. Some of them are there for a week. The ones that are generally there for longer than a week, you'll remember. But you're right. Oftentimes they've come in for something rather dramatic. I may only be there for a day or two looking after them, but for whatever reason, I've been there at the time they've woken up and they're really in pain, and I'm that person. So I'm more of my presence was more for them than theirs was for me. And that's not being horrible. It's just that's how it works. You remember. Like I remember the nurses that delivered my babies. So I bet you they don't remember me. I'll guarantee it.
Karen, have you always loved Toy Story? Is that just a sock thing? Is that more your daughter's thing?
No, they're my kids' toys, but I don't want to throw them away because they're original ones, so they're all sat there. I'm sure they still come alive at night. Yeah, I'm still. I've got Cubie doll. Oh, hang on, where am I? I've got a Cubie doll. I've got an antique clown that dances, but he needs his mechanism fixed up.
I like the hula hula. She's right above it on the next shelf up. Straight above on the next shelf.
Oh, yeah. I got her. Where's her? Oh, I haven't got the thing. I found her in Virginia City in a little antique shop. She's where is she going? Oh, she's pretty cute. She's for the car. But look.
Aww.
Hey!
Hi, boys! She's so cute. I couldn't walk past her.
Asking to be glued to the dashboard, yeah.
Good night, Catherine.
Oh, where are you going, Catherine? I spoke to this
Well,
one.
she found Wreck-It Rod's nude thing. You can see right there. Like she
Yep,
said, found his
that's what
nude.
happened.
She's lost.
That's how it always works.
It's really how he drags him in. He hooks him in with the Wreck-It Rod
There's
part.
more
And then,
fans to that guy.
He did ask
honestly.
me before about where I got the doof doof from, but I just explained it.
she did explain it a while ago. Do you want
I'll
us to explain it for you?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, Rod, you know that music that's like like the club music? She can't stand that. She said it sounds like doof 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 doof, like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and a friend of mine heard that story, and we were playing a trivia game, and he put my name in for the thing, and he changed it from Karen in Australia, the Karen from Australia, to Doof Doof Paranormal, and it just sort of stuck.
Yeah.
Rodney Poski. That's a name. Rodney Poski.
Oh, he's Polish, so you know.
That dude's a whole
you
different
know-
story right
you know-
there. That guy's-
That's Poski.
Do you know Poski? Do you
Well,
know
that's
Rodney?
that is also Wreck-It Rod.
yeah.
See, Wreck-It Rod is the performer, really, and Rodney Poski's just the guy you can hang out with. You know,
They're the same.
Wreck-It Rod is another level, not to be trifled with. Very dangerous.
Pasky.
Okay.
Unsafe
so
at any
he-
speed.
So oh God. So
Oh, he
Wreck-It
will.
Rod plays gaming in the nude,
Yes,
but Rodney Poski does not.
correct. Because Rodney's a very nice man. He's a very nice man.
He might do it for fun, but not for money.
Right.
Beth is changing her name to Haunted Knitters. Wow.
Oh man. Exactly, Sunny Sock. Get what do you call it? Set up for him right now on Reddit. We need a Reddit page. We need a Wikipedia. The news needs to spread.
There's not one already?
We need to. Well, we want to fully establish ourselves outside of the United States at this point. You know, we need to grow the fandom a little for the hammer that is Wreck-It Rod. We can't let that lie waiting.
Right now, there you go.
Oh man.
Oh, golly.
That's good times.
You know, it's weird in every friend group. I don't know why this happens. And Karen, I'm sure you had this happen throughout your life and early on and whatnot. But as you've had different friend groups, if you haven't maintained the same ones, isn't it weird that there was always that one girl in the group that you, and I'm curious. Now, men have always done this, and I'm curious, and I suspect ladies have always done this as well. But did you, like, men always get labeled, one man in the group always gets labeled as just being very well endowed, right? Whether he is or not, it just happens, every group. And whether he is or not, it's almost more fun if he's not.
With women, we don't talk about that area, but we talk about boobs.
Right. In every group, there's the one lady who's just, she's the one that you guys are going to razz. You know? No fault of her own. Sometimes it is. But no fault of her own. You guys just pick that one. And it's weird that we just select this one person in our friend group. Like, they're the one. We're going to talk them up wherever we go.
I think with women, it's probably, I don't know, ladies, help me out. I think it's more like you get in a group of women and there'll be one of us that'll be like, like she might like her wine a little bit too much, or she's got, like with Tanya's got a filthy mouth. I mean, fair dinkum.
Who is this?
Tanya, my moderator. She's got filthy mind. She had. But so you might if we were out in a group, I might say, or me, Karen, she never shuts up, that sort of thing. We don't normally talk about bits and pieces and bits and bobs, but we might
Bits and bombs. Ooh.
Bobs.
Oh, Bobs. Well, Bombs was more impressive.
But we will talk. Like, I'll have jokes about ladies again. My boobs are a little on the largish side, and when I go out for dinner and I'm eating, sometimes food drops off the fork.
Land hoy!
Sometimes food
Large tracts of land have been spotted.
So I've got girlfriends that have the same problem, and we
Yeah.
laugh about that together. Like, we'll laugh about the fact that, oh, bloody boobs, they get in the way all
It's
the
the
time.
shelf. It's the secondary snack tray. It is what happens.
Well, it's very annoying, but you'd know that with your beard. I'm sure food drops
It
into
does.
your
That's the flavor saver right there. That's what.
Willie comes it out at the end of the week to make soup.
Very
Oh.
true. Homemade.
Enzo, Sonny's asking you a question. What are you asking? On it right now. Hang on. Enzo,
Well, she was
Enzo,
probably he
Yes.
pulled up the binoculars.
What is bro looking for? Oh, what's
Oops.
He simply said Karen is bussin', you know? That's fair. She did say they weren't small and he got binoculars. A little contradictive.
Yeah,
Contradictive.
But I think a lot of ladies have that problem if they're, a little bit that way. It's very annoying. So we'll talk about that sort of stuff. We'll have laughs. Actually, women are probably just as, we'll have everyone in a group of ladies will have a certain, but I've always kind of not so much hung out with ladies as I do with men. So I've often heard men folk talk in that way. And then they'll realise I'm sitting there and go, oh, sorry. And I just laugh and go, yeah, whatever.
Ronnie, it's true. You do keep your snacks in here. I've still got 2 Snickers for you whenever you're ready. Which is
as Julie said, we can be pretty crude.
Well,
And
okay.
look, we can be. Like, we'll see a group of women together. Oh, okay, hang on.
Oh, forget it.
I've seen footage of men, for example, in a strip club. Okay. You see footage and you see men just basically sitting there drinking and a bit sleazy. They're just staring.
Yeah.
Right? Women.
Yeah.
My mother took me to a strip joint one night when I was trying to think. I think I was 19.
Thank
and Mum
God.
said, come on. And so for us, in Australia, there wasn't a strip joint. It was like the local discotheque had a night where it got hired out by male performers. And I'm sitting there this one night watching male performers do their thing, thinking,
Under from down under. Yeah, we get it.
Oh, yeah.
well, no, that would have been enjoyable. These were a little lower class. But I remember thinking, ew, and then looking over at correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think men, apart from maybe putting $1 in the G-string, do any touchy with these girls. But I looked over at the tables, and these are women who were my age now, like older, grabbing the men and grabbing them and grabbing them on the bum and pulling them down for a kiss and all this sort of thing. And I thought, ew, gross. So women can be just as sleazy as men. It is
I think
true.
humans are humans, and where debauchery may form, debauchery will. Is that right thing?
No, I am not. Absolutely not. If you want to see that sort of thing, watch Magic Mike. At least that's tame.
You're not going to pass on the generational thing that your mother has spent on you?
Gross.
You want to talk about...
I went because my mum said, oh, come on. And I thought, oh, fucking hell. She wanted to go, excuse me. My mother wanted to go, but she wanted someone to go with her, and her girlfriends wouldn't go. And so let me see. She was 34, 35. So I can't go cook at my mum because she was a younger woman. But for me, it was still my mum. So my mother at a strip joint. The fella, the man, one of the men called me up on stage. There was a drag queen that was hosting it, and the guys came out. This guy came out with his clothes on to strip, right? And he gets all the way down, and he took his underpants off. These men stripped, okay?
Oh,
and
yeah,
he had a bow. He had a ribbon wrapped around it. And
what color was it?
The drag queen said, who wants to take the ribbon off? And I sat there, and my mum goes, my mum, go on. And I'm like, ew. And so the drag queen pulled me up, and the guy took the end of the string, and he put it in my hand, right? big mistake because I really didn't want to do it. So I've gone, ripped it off like, ow! And the guy's gone, oh! And the drag queen, oh! And I said I didn't want to do it.
Tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree.
As an adult, I kind of, as an adult, I think but not really.
I've never actually gone to a strip club. I've never actually indulged. I've heard tell of legend that they can recognize virgins when they come in if they've never been before. So maybe they knew you and they were like, we're going to pick the virgin here. It's never been in a strip club to go pull on this ribbon. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they knew.
Yeah, but then he paid for it because I ripped that ribbon off.
Well, you did. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
What's Julie say? She's been to strip clubs and the women's strip clubs. See, I couldn't go to a women's strip club. I feel too. I think I'll put your clothes on. Men tried to touch the women, but there are more bouncers there. Oh, okay, fair enough. There you go.
Bouncers right there.
Oh, I'm just the door guy. That's my part-time hobby. That's like my full-time gig.
Hey, Nikki.
My full-time gig is streaming with Wreck-It Rod, where you can catch us on Only Dad Bods, Sundays through Monday. I'm just kidding. That's not true.
I don't think he meant virgin, as in like a virgin. I don't think he meant that. I think he meant the fact
virgin
that was time at a strip joint.
Yeah, that's it. To be clear, I did mean that. Yes.
Hello, the real DJ Fruit Loops.
That's an amazing
name. I was supposed to get off half an hour ago, Enzo, and I'm still here.
Hey, what can we say? We kept you
going.
That
was at least 30 plus minutes ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And it's nearly 4 o'clock in the afternoon here, but I have had a blast. This has been fun. How about you, Sonny? Have you had fun?
I'm having fun. I had to sit down though. I was having fun the whole show. I've been toking for 3 hours.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Is that even legal in Australia? Is that allowed? Really?
Not allowed. That's why when I go to America and I hear people say they're going to get gummies, I thought they were really talking about gummy bears. And I thought, why are all these gummy bears? Like, that's actually really what I thought. They go, we've got some gummies. And I'm like, gummy bears? Like, why do you want
candy? Oh, boy. Yeah.
But, so like, in your country, is it, well, your rules are going to be totally different, but, like, do people grow it, like, occasionally themselves? Like, you've certainly have experienced at some point in time in your life. So.
Oh, I've never touched this stuff. Don't want to either.
Okay.
But, yeah, no, I don't like it. It can, no offense, but it can have an adverse effect on some people's chemical balance. So I don't like it. And some of the people that I have known that have smoked it every day have turned out to be absolute wackos in their 30s. And it's like, it's actually brought on one person that I knew. One person was quite normal in his 20s, and in his 30s, completely different.
I didn't start smoking a lot until I got hurt, so that means I'm going to be crazy when I'm like 80.
That's it. I mean, some people it doesn't.
We're on that track.
Yeah, some people it doesn't, but I just don't like it. But
Sunny said she's never has either.
No, and she never will.
I don't believe her. I don't even know her yet.
I think she's getting locked up in her room forever. I'm going to put a bolt on it.
I'll tell you right now, Sonny, it's even better when you're not supposed to, you know?
No, don't tell her that. It doesn't even
when you'll still get in trouble by mom.
Because it's legal here, but like when it used to be naughty, I wasn't even doing it when it was naughty. I waited till it was legal because I'm a good man.
Stop it.
Little boy.
I'll get banned off of the YouTube. I know it's legal in America, isn't it? But the benefits of the oils and stuff, absolutely.
She said she'll do it. We convinced her.
No, you won't.
Very easy. Let me tell you, Karen, do you appreciate peanut butter and chocolate together? As in like a Reese's Pieces. Or like a Reese's peanut butter cup. No, imagine that. And then it giving you a 4-hour experience that you deserve. Really, truly, you deserve this. An introspective experience, which is Karen in the bush Totally, you can be nude or not nude. It's up to you. Staring at the stars. These are the experiences Karen can have with Karen.
I'm not enough normal. I can
do
get all
not do
those
it naked, guys.
experiences
Please.
Oh,
normal.
Mother says, she says hanging around with you, your friends are free.
Look at this. Look at this.
Let it be written that Karen's poof poof, that's what it stands for. Poof poof. Now we know what's up. We know what's up.
Tell you what, you're in trouble, Willie.
I can't smoke. I've tried that. I didn't until I was in my 30s, and honestly, like just the smoking was, I can't do it. Chocolates, gummies, that's a whole other experience, but I cannot smoke it. No way. No way,
Willie's
Jose.
an edibles guy now.
I am. I do think it's way healthier than the drinking. I had listen,
my making a gummy because it tastes just like a gummy bear, like it's a lolly.
Depends on who made it. Some are really good, some are really
that
bad.
Would be dangerous. I mean, what if you actually had them in your house and you didn't realize that they were what they were, and you just because I can eat half a packet of gummy bears.
I'll bring you some M&Ms, Karen, if you come to Virginia, and you can try them. They're like 1 milligram a piece. You'll be microdosing, dude. You just be out there vibing.
And besides that, if I come to America and that kind of thing happens, I can get put into jail because I'm Australian. I'm not American. Yeah.
How would they do this? How would they do this, Karen? How would they put you in jail in the used to be freest country in the world? How would they do this? How would that happen?
I don't know. I don't want to go to jail.
They wouldn't catch you. See, now you feel that naughtiness in you right there, don't you? You felt that like sneaking around feeling.
No, you've stressed me out.
The sensation alone is enough.
Enzo, tell him to be quiet and leave me alone. Enzo.
Happy birthday.
To the
Karen.
point of Sunny, yes, they are definitely labeled.
3.5 hours in.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's
they
time
will.
to go. It's
You know what? Finish up on 420. Why don't we do that? Huh? There we
No.
go.
No, I'm freezing out here.
It's 420 for her. 420 for her is 19 more minutes. Easy
I won't get
peasy.
into the country. What do you call it? The people that let you in the country. They'll look at this and go, "Oh, she's not coming in because that bloke there's going to take her some stuff."
That is not how it works, first of all. I promise you.
Yeah, no,
It is-
no, I honestly have no interest. I'm hard enough to get interested in alcohol. Actually, after I do have a glass or two of alcohol, I'm very interested in drinking it. but
certainly need one after this stream.
I think I need to go
That's bad for you.
Well, here's what I would say about this.
I've got
Anyone
some
that-
of my what do you call it? Vodka. That's my little skull vodka. That's my mini.
Skull.
Oh my God.
Isn't it cute?
Exactly, Sunny Sock. Break the laws, live your truth. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. She's over here like, I drink Skull vodka because I'm hard. I don't do none of them gummies. I just drink Skull vodka.
Jesus.
Yeah, Rodney is not kidding. Rodney is next level. Okay. Again, we've already
Rodney's
expressed the
party.
man he's next level. Yeah. But you know, I do, to your point though, Karen, I have thought about this, and Enzo, maybe even you can speak to this. And certainly I know Sonny can. There was a time in the days of, let's say, Cheech and Chong, everybody would know that era and that time of what smoking represented or was. And I'm very big on like things being organic and like doing things in their natural state. And I do have questions personally about how much weed you would need to actually smoke to hit, say, 300 milligrams. Like, Sonny, what is a rough number on that? What's a bud? Like, how do you hit 300 milligrams? Because everything's diced up real fine, Karen, here. So, like, they can tell you what kind of experience do you want. Do you want to feel up and then down? Do you want to go sleepies? Do you want, like, you can pick your experience.
They're all different. Like,
No, Billy, it's starting to freak me out.
Freaking her out. But my point being, in the States, there are people, and this is a real thing, they make 500 milligram gummies. And to me,
I don't even know 500 milligrams. I know
That's-
500 milligrams of flour when
that's a lot.
and to me, I'm like, well, that doesn't seem like in its natural state. If it's growing, right? Like anything that we make not natural, it's like, what was the experience supposed to be for a human ingesting it and experiencing it in that state versus this like
Big Willie.
I meant like mushrooms even. Like growing in the wild flower plants.
No mushrooms there either.
Oh, Jesus. I didn't mean the actual mushrooms. I meant like portobellas.
Oh, okay.
I didn't mean that. I meant like corn. Corn isn't real. Corn is not real.
Isn't that marvelous? With butter.
It's not even exactly.
No, he can. No. I'm freaking out. I'm actually having almost a panic attack. Enough. That's enough. You're talking to a woman who's like, that's just no.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Well,
but you're cute. It's okay, Willie. It's all right. It's okay.
And I mean this literally.
What are you having for dinner, Willie? Oh, you've had dinner. What did you have for dinner, Willie?
I had pizza. Okay. It's not like everything associated with me is not normal. I just had pizza. It's just pizza. Normal, regular pizza, I promise.
I won't panic. I'm old-fashioned as much as you may think I'm not. I'm old-fashioned. So, like I said, let's just talk about corn on the cob with butter. Or mashed potato with butter.
I'm a fan of potatoes. Do you not see the color of this hair? Do you not see the ancestry here? Come on. Potatoes are like... Yeah, that's very deep. And Polish, which... Come on.
What?
What does your hair color have to do with potatoes?
Oh, well, because Irish grew them. But then there was the big famine.
Did you say famine? Zucchini? I don't think I've ever heard the zucchini associated with the Irish, but potatoes certainly.
Zucchini would be Italian, wouldn't it? I don't ever remember. Actually, you know what? I never maybe Italian. I never had zucchini until I was in my 20s because in Australia we were very much English type diet until Greeks and Italians and stuff in the 60s introduced a different sort of thing to eat, spaghetti and all that sort of thing. But, yeah, I don't know. Scottish aren't the only... Actually, Julie, Irish, Scottish, and I'm pretty sure some of the Vikings, those areas, some of them have red hair too. I could be wrong. Enzo, the science guy?
No, you're right. There's a lot
I'm pretty sure and Italians have redheads. So I know that. Yes, some. Yeah.
Trying to think of some.
I think there's legend that says that red hair is lore from the giants, the Nephilim. That that's their DNA, supposedly. It's why they used to call the redheads the devil. Like they would burn them. Like if you're a redhead, especially if you were left-handed and a female, good luck.
Ginger?
I know there's redheads on my side of the family. My uncle was a redhead, and oh my God, talk about a fiery temper.
I don't have a temper. That I don't have.
Well, that's good. A lot of redheads do.
I grew up with all of my gnarly tooth. They're ridiculous.
When my kids were young, my son found my birth control and thought they were candy and ate a month's worth. Oh, he would have been too bad. Till his dad was not capable of getting anyone pregnant for a month. He was... Oh,
that's wild, though. Loki, that's a little wild. Oh, man. Is that 4-year-old, emotional during that month at all?
I don't know. So, guys, I'm going to finish because I have to make a certain person, this person, spaghetti for her dinner, even though,
What? She should be making you spaghetti. It's your birthday.
Well, no, I don't think so, but anyway.
Not by now. It's gonna be late.
Yeah, so I'm going to go and cook some spaghetti. So that's what I'll be having for my dinner also. And Enzo, Sonny, Big Willie, Thank you. It's been a pleasure. It's actually been fun. There's actually
Thank
been some
you
good
for putting up
fun.
with me.
Happy birthday, Karen.
Only just. No, it's a joke. It's all right. But yeah, and everyone, thank you, Julie, and everyone in the chat. Thanks for hanging out. I'm sorry it's been such a long time. I honestly didn't want to go past an hour to begin with, but then everyone, Big Willie came in and Sonny was here, and so there you go. Oh, there
I
you go.
often blame that for my problems as well.
Look at this.
It's okay.
My fave. What about Enzo and Sonny?
The OGs.
Thank you, Candy. And yeah, so thank you guys. And yeah, and I don't know, I'm hoping to be live this Friday as per usual, but I'll be in Canberra. Enzo's not as funny apparently. Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, wow.
Enzo's the brains of the operation for sure. I've hung out with Enzo in person in Vegas, and he's funny.
That's right.
Very true.
God damn it. I'm funny. Yeah, it's
Facts.
you have spaghetti on the forefront of your head. I understand. Spaghetti is way greater.
Don't make Enzo pull out his globe because he will do it. All right.
Yeah, there you go. The binoculars were funny. There you go.
See? It's funny.
See?
Yeah.
I can do side gags.
That's
Look
right.
at me. I am a side gag.
Well, look, as I say, everybody, Julie, Sunny Sock, and Candy, Tanya. Who else is still here? Adventures with Beth. Is Rodney still here? He may have gone.
He probably got called on their performance or something.
Yeah, and I think everybody else has sort of stepped out because it is pretty late.
Sylvain.
Yeah,
He's from France. Dude, it's like 5 in the morning for
time.
him.
Sylvain has been here the entire time.
Oh,
Je m'appelle Karen. Do you say Karen Perron in France? Je m'appelle Karen.
Wow. Totally different accents. See? It happens, dude. It's weird. Our accents just change.
Sylvain, this is the only thing I ever learned to say in French proper, apart from la plume, le tabla, sont les mots qui vont très bien ensemble. That's it. And that's because the Beatles taught it to me. Do you know the song?
No,
Yeah.
but you made me think of the only French song that I sang as a little kid. What's that, like the Pharaoh Jacques song? Yeah.
I used to look, but I always thought, what does that mean? So yeah, it's just someone's asleep. The brother John is sleeping. Wake up now, it's morning. Ding ding dong. There you go.
Yep.
All right. Okay, I'm going. I'm off before anything else stresses me out.
Wise choice.
Oh, Sylvain, when's your birthday then, mate? Because I'm a Capricorn, and there's quite Candy's a Capricorn. Earlier, tons of people. So, what date is your birthday?
For who?
Sylvain.
Sylvain.
Yeah.
And now we wait. I'm just kidding. Sonny, when's your birthday?
We already talked about mine. Mine's in September.
Oh, it's all right. I'm sure they'll answer me later. Anyway, I'm going. All right? I'm going. So there you go. Oh, and Kibba's still having a conversation in there. I'm about to end it, Kibba. So I am going to end it because it's been, Jesus, nearly 4 hours. Crikey. That's a long time. But yeah, crikey. So hopefully I'll be back on Friday with Enzo for the regular stream, if he'll still talk to me, because my daughter says he's not her favourite.
I will especially talk to you since she said that.
Yeah.
You need to show up with a shirt that says favorite next time.
So it's Saturday morning for me and Tanya, and Friday night for you guys. And Paranormal Chop Shop is live on Wednesday night.
Friday night.
With Big
Friday
Willie
at
there. You can feel free to go and listen to Big Willie on there.
I actually talk about smart stuff sometimes, I swear.
When did you start that?
Yeah. January
You're
16.
Karen, don't watch Friday's show. You will have a full-blown panic attack.
Oh,
Oh. All right. Yeah, but it's not my channel, and I can't say. I'm not allowed to. But yeah. Oh well, maybe I'll be driving, so I might go. Oh my God. Does anyone know?
You'll find a cliff to specifically drive off of.
It's going to be me and some guys from Canada and Washington.
Yeah. Oh gosh, a lot of you. Not John Goodall.
No, Jim Goodall. No Jim Goodall.
Jim John. I say this. Jim John.
Jim
John. There you go.
No chiminery, no.
No chimney. Chim chiroo. I'm going.
Well, thanks for having me, Karen.
Thank you for wishing me a happy birthday, everybody. I'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye.